Welcome everybody today to the third edition of Rally Jameel. I'm very happy to see a lot of familiar faces again. I hope I can see them every year. أحب أرحب في جميع الحضور وهذا النسخة الثالثة من رالي جميل إن شاء الله. وسعيد جدا برؤية كثير من الوجوه المألوفة بالنسبة لي اللي شاركوا في النسخة الأولى والثانية. وارحب بالجداد اللي يشاركوا معنا لاول مره واتمنى لهم ان شاء الله اول تدريب ممتع وثاني حاجه يعني استمتاع في السباق باذن الله. قبل ما نبدا في كلمه يعني الشركه اللي هي الصراحه ابغى اشكرها جدا على رعايتها لي. بسميها كل احلامي، يعني كل ما احلم شيء الشركه هذه تنفذها، شركه عبد اللطيف جميل أو دحين جميل موتور سبورتس. فشكرا جزيلا لكم وكلمة صغيرة. I'd like to say give a warm welcome to our sponsors here and IP owners Jameel Motorsports for their support to anything I dream. So they make my dreams come true. Anything I want to do for motorsport, they sponsor it. So thank you, and a small word from Malik.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you for all coming. My name is Malik Hamam. I'm General Manager of Sponsorships in Abdul Latif Jameel. So I'd just like to take 2 minutes of your time to talk about Rally Jameel and how important Rally Jameel is to us. You might have heard last December we launched a new company called Jameel Motorsports, and honestly this has been a result of the many achievements and successes we've had in motorsports in the last 27 years, starting with Captain Abdullah Bakhashab. So under Jameel Motorsports there are many brands, many IPs. One of the most important ones for us is Rally Jameel. There are the obvious reasons that it hits multiple goals of ours. It's part of our strategy. The obvious ones being women empowerment, empowering the youth, growing the sport of motorsports in the kingdom, and also adventure tourism. So that's why it's very important to us. We're also very proud to have Rally Jameel be a proven stepping stone or a springboard for women to have careers in motorsports after Rally Jameel. So that's very important to us. We see a lot of potential in Rally Jameel. We're trying to make Rally Jameel a global brand, international rally. Just some figures off the top of my head between the first edition and this edition. In the first edition, I think there was 15 nationalities participating. This year we have 36 different nationalities participating in Rally Jameel. So yes, thank you guys. So this is by itself an international rally. We also have seen a jump in the number of teams. I think the first year we had 34 teams. This year we have 53. And trust me when I tell you, and Captain Abdullah can also attest to this, we could have registered 100 teams if we wanted to. But we had a limit and we had to cut it off. And it was done all organically through our social media and through word of mouth. We didn't do any registration campaigns, no paid media. So this all happened organically. So what we're trying to do is basically establish Rally Jameel as one of the most important events in the motorsport calendar year, not only locally but also internationally. So you guys are part of the success. You are what make Rally Jameel what it is. You will always be part of the Rally Jameel family, and whether you know it or not, you will always be part of the legacy of Rally Jameel. So all I ask from you guys is to take advantage of the professional team we have. They are the best at what they do. Have fun, enjoy, and most importantly, always be safe. And we'll be cheering you on, inshallah, throughout the race. Thank you so much.
الو ايوه انا عندي مشكله مع المايكات. طيب
Hello, am I audible? Hello?
And I forgot we are live, so I'd like to say hello to everybody who's online with us today. And
Sir,
hope that
the
you
laptop which is actually showing the video
find this
is
informative.
muted.
And if you have any questions, I think our staff is there ready to answer the questions, and hopefully it will be a good session. I would like to introduce our trainers. Fraser, can you come closer? Alex, and where is Alexa? Come please. Say hi to the camera.
Very nice to be back, ladies. It's a great pleasure to be here. And I'm forward to the next couple of days. Do you think I need that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the people inside the camera will only listen to you if you have the mic. You see?
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Then thank you very much.
Technology zero, this guy.
Yes.
Zero.
You will find that as we go on, there is less and less technology and a little bit more practical. Now, I'd just like to point out at the moment that if you need translation from my English to English, or from translation back to Arabic, Captain Abdullah and I go back a long time when both of us had hair with colour in it, and now we haven't. So we're very both Alex and I are very pleased to be back again, and we look forward to working with you over the next couple of days. And of course, for those of you who are on the live stream, any questions, feed them through. We'll do whatever we can to answer those for you. Thank you very much.
Alex, please introduce yourself.
I do believe that Fraser has said everything. Again, we're very pleased to be here and really looking forward to working with you over the next couple of days. Alexi?
Alexi is a very famous and international co-driver, and he will be helping us today and tomorrow with how you can use your road book and how to navigate, basically.
Assalamu alaikum. Sabah al khair. Nice to see you here. And I hope after our training, all women who sit now here and online can understand exactly what he must do in the rally and the stage. And I wish and I hope everybody can win and enjoy on the rally. Thank you.
No winning today. Today only.
Not today. Today only training.
Okay. Thank you. Fraser, if you'd like to join me, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Please have a seat. طيب يا جماعة، نحن في عندنا الكورس اليوم هو نفسه الكورس حقت السنة اللي فاتت. I'll speak in Arabic and English. This course is nearly the same or exactly the same as last year because this is 101 Rally Jameel. So most of you, 15 of you here did this course I think at least 1 or 2 times before. Alex was a little bit saying that they cannot be and showing them the information again and again and again. So she has an idea of maybe to split the group into 2. For those who think this is what we're saying here will be boring to them, they can join Alex in the second tent, and this would be maybe giving some new information, and she will take care of you there. And if you are happy to stay and listen to the information again, please do. So anybody would like to go for 2 parts, or shall we stay in one group? One group. One group. Great. One.
There's some
Huh?
for 2 groups.
Who is voting for 2 group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If I can just enlarge on what Abdullah has said, the program that I'm about to go through is exactly the same program as you've done in year 1 and exactly the same program as you did in year 2. It doesn't change. Nothing that we're going to talk about is going to be any different because it's a simple learning curve. It's the same talk of equipment and risk and all the rest of it. So what I'd like to see is all of the new people staying in this room. Okay? If anybody who has been here before, heard me before, had enough, then Alex has got a separate program that she can run for you in the other tent. If you prefer to stay here as a refresher, that's fine, but we need to concentrate on what the newcomers need to learn from scratch.
So this is exactly what I said, but in Scottish.
Yes,
exactly. طيب. Before we start, can we please just go around and then everybody introduce themselves? Ahmed. And please say if you're a driver or a co-driver. Name and position in the team, please. And the name of the team.
Hi everyone, my name is Ibtihaj Dailami. I am the co-driver for the SGS group.
Hi, my name is Zikrayat Turkustani. I am the driver for SGS group.
Hi, my name is Hatum Bukhari and I am a driver for Al-Isai Mitsubishi
And also, if it's the first time or
this is my first time. Yes.
First time also.
Yes.
Great, thank you. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Haneen. I am a co-driver with Hatun in Western Waves team, and this is my first time too.
Good to have you.
Assalamu alaikum. اسمي فريدة البيشي. I did Rally Jameel, the first edition. Then I did Baja, Italy in 2022. And this is my third competition. I'm a co-driver with Jameel Wa'lan for racing.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Marihan Albaz. This is my third time in Rally Jameel. I am a driver with Al-Wa'lan.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Noura. This is first time for
نورا سوري لو تقرب الميكروفون عشان نسمعك.
Assalamu alaikum. اسمي نورا. This is first time for me. Name my group Ninja group.
Hi, my name is Riham Al Shaban. I'm driver and this my first time. I'm with Al Jabbar GMC.
Great.
السلام عليكم.
What is الصوت شوي؟ Sorry.
بشار الصقر. First time. I'm driver.
السلام عليكم نورا. First time co-driver.
What's the name of the team?
Mitsubishi.
السلام عليكم أنا هداية
عصابة العيساء يعني هنا.
متسوبيشي.
السلام عليكم لبنى الشهري. I'm co-driver and this is my first time with العيساء company.
First time all,
Yeah.
Hi everyone, this is Ala. I'm a co-driver and we are Rally Dogs.
Your name?
Ala.
Hello everyone, this is Sarah. We are Rally Dogs. I'm the driver. This is the second time for us.
Hello everyone, my name is Noor Hakim. This is my third time to participate in Rally Jameel. I'm a driver, my team number 25.
Good morning, my name is Donata Bars. I'm a co-driver, first time doing the rally, and I'm team June Divas.
Hello, I'm Rosella. I'm driver and together with Team Dune Divas. And
Where
this
are
is
you
first
from?
time. I'm from Italy.
And you?
The Netherlands.
Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Reem Al Aboud. I'm driving for Toyota Gazoo Racing Saudi Arabia, and it's my first time in Rally Jameel.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Inas Hamza, driver, third time, team Ninja.
I'm going to clap for anybody who did the rally 3 times. So you know.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fawzia Bakhashab. I'm a driver for team Bakhashab Sisters. I did Rally Jameel for 3 times. Hello, my name is Noor Bakhashab, and this is my third time participating. But this year, inshallah, I'll be a driver with Bakhashab Sisters. We're against each other.
They're not my relatives. Another Bakhashab.
Hello, my name is Eleanor Coker. Third time is a charm, hopefully. I'm with Maha. The team name is Abia, and we're with Toyota.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I'm in Rally Jameel for the third time. I'm a co-driver, and our team is Sandstorm Express.
She is the champion of the second edition.
Hello, my name is Msha'el Al-Houesh, and this is my second time, and we are part of Team Lexus.
Hello, my name is Anette, and this is my second time doing Rally Jameel, and I'm a co-driver for Moshe.
Lexus team.
Salam alaikum. My name is Aurelia. I'm the co-driver of the Dr. Fatma Banaz. It's my second time, and this edition is for Lexus Racing Team.
Hi, I'm Antonia. I'm the co-driver of Sabah and first time on Jameel.
Good to have you.
Hi, I'm Samar Rahbini. This is my third time participating in Rally Jameel. And this year I'm participating with Lexus Racing Team.
Thank you. Okay. Evenly. طيب, again. We will give you the choice if you want to stay here again or if you want to join Alex. You want to take them?
We'd like all the people who are doing the rally for the first time to stay here, but the ones who've done it before have the option.
Yeah.
That was in Scottish.
You want this mic? I'm not sure. Ahmed. No, no, it's okay. طيب. Right. So, let's start. What is Rally Jameel? طيب. Rally Jameel is a navigation rally. It does not require speed. It is done with normal cars. So, modified cars is not allowed to participate in the race. And the idea of this whole thing is to start introducing motorsport to the ladies, and maybe they could go into the field of motorsport through Rally Jameel. And luckily, we have 9 from the drivers who participate in Rally Jameel doing other events like in motorsport, like participating in rallies and autocross and drift and time attack and so on. So it's a navigation rally. It does not require speed, and then you have to go in a specified route. We give you a road book, and then you have to follow the road book. And each time you're on the right track, there is waypoints. You will be collecting points. Okay, and the team that wins the rally is the team that collected the most points. So really, very simple to put it this way. This is a small video. If we can get the sound. شباب نقدر نعرف ليش ما في صوت ولا أحد يقدر يكون عنده خبرة في التكنولوجي؟
Sorry. Let me see if I can help with that.
I know you can't.
Exactly.
شوف لي ايش الموضوع. المفروض انه اوكي. Huh? Beautiful. حلو. شوفون الصوت طالع ولا لا؟ هذه بعض اللقطات من
Honestly, I'm shocked. I've never seen this, and it's absolutely amazing.
good. ايوه كويس كويس.
I'm really impressed for the place, for the views, and the people. It's amazing.
When I see some place, I'm like, I cannot be more amazed. And then I see a nicer place. It's amazing. It's magical.
You know, sometimes this life can get rough. You get knocked down, but you gotta get up. Keep going.
Are we stuck?
This is adventure.
Safety first.
Let's go.
It has been an amazing experience. We've loved every single bit of it. We are going enriched, we have learned a lot, and we are definitely would love to come back.
Thank you for sending us out in the desert, in this beautiful place.
We enjoyed the journey for Rally Jameel. Bye-bye, see you.
So this is a small clip from last year, and as you can see, it's a fun event, and it is really going through the most beautiful sightseeings and areas in Saudi Arabia, and this is what we want to بصراحة achieve from this rally, is show our country to the world, and this is what's happening, and that's why we have 36 countries competing in this event, alhamdulillah. So the route, this year again, we have
Jameel, setting off from the historic city of Hayl in Saudi Arabia. Rocky mountains, immense deserts set the scene for stage one, ending in the country's crown jewel, Al Ula. From here, the Jamelians will cross volcanic rock to arrive at the mesmerizing turquoise waters of Umluj. Stage 3 is the shortest stage, but the landscapes will change numerous times before the Red Sea greets our competitors arriving in Yambo. And finally, a coastal drive down to Jeddah, the bride of the sea, but nothing short of challenging as the champions are crowned at the rally's final stop in Cape. An adventurous total of 1,600 kilometers, 5 cities in 5 days. Rally Jameel, are you ready? It's time for the third.
طيب هنا just fast if you didn't get it. We have nearly 1,600 kilometers of track between road section and desert stages. The first 2 days will be in Hayl, registration and then starting, and then from Hayl we go to Al Ula, sorry, not Umluj, Al Ula, and from Al Ula we go to Umluj, and then from Umluj we go to Yambo, and finally we finish in Cake or Jeddah Cake. Now, very important thing, safety comes first in this event. So each car is equipped with very sophisticated navigation and state-of-the-art technology. So we, from our headquarters, we know each car We can see it in the screen, and we can know if they stopped or if they have a problem or anything. This will come in the part of the presentation to show you the equipment. So, but we start by just giving you brief information. So, the days in Rally Jameel, as I said, in the 4th of March will be registration, and will be in Ha'il, Millennium Hotel, and then on the 5th of March will be in Al-Ula, in Shadin Hotel, and Umluj will be in Waves Hotel, and Yomba will be in Novotel Hotel, and Cake will be in Views Hotel. So basically, we have something called the program or the schedule, and this is on website, is inside the regulations. It looks like this. It gives you, why don't I have it in the screen? Yeah, here. See, it gives you the details of everything. For instance, this is on the 4th of March. We will not go into the details, so it doesn't take a lot of time, but this is exactly from the day that starts at 8 o'clock until 10 p.m. So this is the center. It explains to you the media center, when it opens and when it closes, and the media accreditation, and where exactly. This area is where. This is the subject, and this is the time, and this is the date. So this would be in the regulations, and you can go through it and exactly know exactly how the day goes. For instance, here, the most important thing is, for instance, from 8 to a.m. and to 3 p.m., you have administrative checks. So you will be divided into groups, and then you will come to the hotel, and you will be registering to the event from this time to this time. And then you have to check your car, scrutineering. We call it scrutineering. So from 8:30 until 15:30, you go to scrutineering, and so on. It says everything. For instance, the pre-rally press conference is from 6:30 till 5, and so on. So this would be basically your time schedule, and I'll tell you what, rallying or motorsport is all about timing. If you come late, you'll miss a lot. So please be always on time. Please go to the website. They can share it, but the information is there. Either on the website, you go to regulations, and inside the regulations there is a timetable or the program, and it is very easy access. Okay. So each day is explained very briefly, in details in the rally program. So. Sorry? No, you're okay. So again, each day is explained in the program, and again, you can go through the website and check on the regulations, and inside the regulation, you'll find the program. Clear? Again, these are some photographs just to give you a feel of what is going on in different important parts of the event. So this is administrative checks and scrutineering. This is exactly how it will look like, basically. So you'll have somebody to help you to register, and then somebody to help you put the stickers on the car. Not help you, but instruct you how to put the stickers on the car. You'll have to do it yourself, of course. And also, they will check your car. As I said, any big modifications are not allowed, so you have to have a standard car, basically. Then the media center and the press conference would look something like this. Very professional with a backdrop, and we will get always the top-ranking drivers, or the drivers who actually won previously, and so on. So there is a criterion. How do we choose the people to come to the press conference? And then finally a ceremonial start is like when the prince of the region comes and wave everybody out to start the event. So basically this is the most important parts of the event. Now the vehicles. We have different group of vehicles. They're all standard, but then we have the PT. PT this is the cars with diff lock, 4x4 diff lock. You can put high or low. I will show you, explain. But then you have PT 3 groups. You have the 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder, and then you have the all-wheel drive. برضو 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder, and then you have the PR. And this would, some of these cars are the 4x4 with low range or diff lock. So these are the samples. تفضلي. The groups. Okay. في عدة فئات. الفئات للسيارات البي تي اللي هي فيها differentials أو فيها low وهاي جيرز. اوكي. في 4 سلندر و6 سلندر و8 سلندر، فهذه 3 فئات. بعدين عندك الاول ويل درايف اللي هي تمشي على كل الكفرات لكن ما فيها الجير الليفر حقت اللي يحط لك هاي ولو. شايفه؟ وبرضه هذه فيها 4 سلندر و6 سلندر و8 سلندر. صار هنا عندي 6 فئات. والبي ار اللي هي حقت الناس اللي هم ايش جايين عشان يكونوا انفلونسرز او شيء زي كده. هذه الفئات. وبعدين نحن ضفنا فئة جديدة اليوم اللي هي اسمها هايبريد عشان نحن we're trying to go green. أضفنا كمان الهايبريد is not here بس again في 4 و6 و8 سلندر. By the way, you know this Fraser? We included a new group. It is the hybrid. Yeah. طيب خلاص واضحة فاطمة؟ ولا نور؟ نور سوري. طيب these are the cars. هذه الفئات هذه مثلا ال4 سلندر وال6 سلندر وال8 سلندر او 6 سلندر برضه تكون اللاند كروزر. and you see this is the diff lock or the low and high range. شايفين الازرار هذا low high range. This is I will call it a PT. Okay? This one, these samples are the all-wheel drive. هذه السيارات الدفع الرباعي. Okay? اللي ما فيها الإزرار اللي هو اللو والهاي. بس it is four-wheel drive. It goes on all-wheel drive. هذا الديف لوك لما تغرزي هذا يوديك الرينج ثقيل على اساس يطلع السياره برا التغريز. يعني استخدامه اسهل في التغريز وفي الرمله من الاول ويل درايف. الاول ويل درايف تمشي على 4 الكفرات بس اذا غرزت ما تديك اللو رينج اللي هو يخليك افضل عشان تخرج من التغاريز. Fraser will explain more about this later in the day. بالعربي؟ In Arabic please. هذه طبعا السيارات اللي مثلا كانت اللي شفناها تويوتا لكن الحاجات الثانيه عندك هنا البي تي مثلا زي جيب رانجلر هذا فيه لو رينج وهاي رينج. البورش مكان هذه اول ويل درايف يعني ما فيها لو هاي رينج. ونفس الشيء المازدا برضو اول ويل درايف. فهمتوا الفرق؟ اوكي. So this is the difference. Now, as I said, the car preparation is a standard car. No royal cage is allowed. ليش عملنا? Why did we do this? Because we wanted to make it accessible for anybody who has a car, basically. يعني not need to spend a lot on preparing the car. هنا بنقول انه يعني السيارات تم اختيار انه نحن ما نحط سيارات معدله عشان تكون الموضوع اسهل للناس اللي تبغى تشارك وناخذ ناس اكثر على المشاركه يعني يصير تدخل بسهوله لانه اذا كانت السيارات معدله حتصير صعب جدا الناس تدخل لانه حتكون مره غاليه التكاليف. teammate selection, it's done already, but I tell you what exactly is very important, how to select a team member. أول حاجة يعني أهم شيء الكو درايفر أو الاثنين اللي بالسيارة ما يكونوا مع الخضخضة، يصير عندهم استفراغ، سوري يعني إنه هذا، فلازم يكون if your partner is not does not have motion sickness, so it's very important, or otherwise please do take the pill, because this would be very difficult for you if you don't have a great day. If you're يعني start to be sick at the beginning of the event, this will ruin your day and really will ruin your rally. So the pill please. It's called I think ايش اسمه فهد؟ البيل حقت الدواخ. Dramamine. Yeah, something like that. Also, you and the driver and co-driver must get into a rhythm. Must get into a rhythm, because again, the rally is all about the communication between the driver and the co-driver, and then they have to come into a rhythm so they can understand each other and trust each other more and more. You need to be in a good shape. So the rallies are long. You sometimes need to go over 500 kilometers, and this would be tough on your body, on your brain. You need to really be fit, and so you can concentrate more inside the car. And the co-driver must have really good organization skills. Again, I see a lot of drivers here and co-drivers that come late, 15 or half an hour late to a meeting like this, which is wrong, because motorsport is all about time. If you don't come on time, you will have penalties. If you don't show up on the start of the stage on time, you will have penalties. So you lose basically. You spend all this effort to come and try to win a race, but you fail at because you came late at the beginning of the stage. So please be very punctual. Of course, reading the road book is very important. This is why we have nearly a full team to teach everybody here how it works. It's very simple. You just need to know how to read the road book عشان to succeed in this event. Every day, the road book of the day will be given handout the night before, okay? Because the route should be secret, okay? So شكرا انك بتترجمي لها. طيب يعني I think basically chemistry كمان is very important between the driver and the co-driver. طبعا كثير منكم a lot of you who are sponsored now by teams or sponsored by companies. Now this rally, if you present your sponsor in the right way, he will continue sponsoring you. Luckily, we have on this event a lot of teams, and this makes me very happy to know that there is a lot of professional companies that are entering, sponsoring new drivers. This is what's making this motorsport so. I think you really need to be very professional when you're representing your sponsors, so they will keep sponsoring you in the future. Try to provide additional services, and when you're see a camera, try to go and let them make an interview with you and talk something about your sponsors. You know what I mean? So always when you find an opportunity to present your sponsor, please take it and go. So if you're invited to a press conference, don't say, no, I'm tired, I don't want to go, because this rally is all about being يعني exposed to the media. Okay. Represent your sponsor in the best way. Appearance must be very important. So dress with the team clothing. Always be dressed with team clothing. يعني I like أنتوا لابسين SGS, but you should have worn also some clothing. Yeah. So this is what I mean. You see now we are all the team. Every member of my team is wearing the same clothes. This is very important for the sponsor and very important for you guys to really appear very professionally in front of the media. طبعا speaking يعني always try to mention هذا and thank your sponsor. That's basically very small tips on sponsorship. Desert skill driving, I have a very good idea, but I would rather keep this to Fraser, this section completely to Fraser. And if you would like to start, please come and sit next to me.
I'm just wondering, can everyone hear me, and will I be okay without the microphone for your TV link? I'm loud enough? Just check. No? Must be the microphone. That leaves me. Because that leaves me. I think you took the working one. Might be better to one. Whilst we're being aware, I wonder, we're all thinking a bit spread out, and some of what I'm going to be doing will be talking here. Do you want to maybe gather together so that we've got sort of two groups in the front rather than the back? Give yourselves a Yes? Okay, good. Just stick that anywhere, it doesn't really matter. Okay, that's better. So if we can sort of gather round, it's probably easier. I'll try not to block your view of the screen because I'll be using the screen as my reference point. It's a beginner's guide to driving off-road, getting stuck and getting unstuck, and the tools and skills that you'll need for that. Now, I've been driving off-road for not quite as long as that, but certainly a good 45, 46 years. And I cannot say to you, as I stand in front of you now, that I never get stuck. Because I still do get stuck. And it's very easy to get stuck if you lose concentration. So as a team, your navigator needs to know what's coming up. They've got to communicate that to the driver, and the driver's got to know what to do with the car in order to be able to maintain progress. Okay? That's the main thing. Alex is not here. We're doing safety essentials. So there's a list of things that we're going to go through. We're going to talk about safety, the preparation of tyres and equipment, the theory of driving and controlling the car in the sand and rock, and then we will do driving in conditions and recovery, and then we have practical, I think tomorrow, Abdullah, for practical, which means you all get to come out, you all get to get your hands dirty, and you all learn to do things that your driver would normally do, but you're going to have to do with the car, right? There's no going home and saying, oh, but we have a puncture, someone will have to fix that. You will be fixing it. You will have to do it yourself. Okay, safety. You've got quite a bit of equipment here, including the fire extinguishers, but other things that you need to think about are sunscreen, insect repellent, and of course, water. You can't carry enough water. Inside your Rally Jameel kit, there are...
Sorry. Just very important. I just interrupt sometimes. Very important. We try to provide everything. So this is the minimum basic kit, but as he said, it's not everything. So personal stuff like
sunscreen, insect repellent,
and anything that you need to for medical purposes, this should be.
Yeah, carry your own emergency pack. You know, your dehydration salts, your chocolate bars, your energy drinks, all of that sort of stuff. Look after yourselves. The Rally is going to provide you with equipment that you'll be able to use, and we'll go through all of this later. But it's important that you plan in advance and plan to be spending a long time in the car. More importantly, is when we talk about water and isotonic drinks, double what you think you're going to need, right? So if you go for a drive down the coast to the beach and then come back, you think, I will need 2 bottles of water. Double it. Whatever you do, double the water. And the isotonic drinks, very, very important. It's extra weight in the car, but remember that if you're stuck and you have to do digging, or you have to do jacking up, or you have to wait for someone to come and recover you, all of that time you're going to have to stay hydrated. Because if you're not hydrated, you will be ill, and if you're ill, you won't be able to do the next day's rally, and you lose the rally for a bottle of water. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So carry plenty of it with you. Thank you. My lovely assistant is doing the slides for me because I'm hopeless at this. On communications, I know this is pretty basic stuff, but make sure that your phone is charged and keep checking to make sure that you still have a charge on the phone. It's important to maintain that, and if you need to bring a second charger, do that. If you need to bring batteries or a battery pack or a booster, make sure that all of that stuff is with you. You can't overdo the safety elements of things. It's important that you keep yourself well prepared. Okay, next.
Did that.
You did that? I said preparation. Okay, so next. There we go. So tyres are going to be pretty critical for you. My advice on the basis of experience is that you should not choose a tyre that is too aggressive. By that I mean not a tyre that's got big teeth, all right? What you're looking for, especially in the sand, is a tyre that's got a clear pattern round about it. So if in doubt, look at the tyre, and if you can run your finger all the way round the groove without having a jump, then you've got what's called a circumferential pattern. A circumferential pattern will keep you on top of the sand rather than digging into it. All right? Because if you're digging into the sand, you're wasting energy by going down instead of going forward. All right? So the 3 most important things, and we'll cover them later, are momentum, momentum, and momentum. It's about keeping the car going. And that's easiest done with a high flotation tyre. When you are going to let the tyres down for a sand stage, don't get too bogged down in the technicalities of it. Check your car. If your car says that the standard pressure is 40 psi, go to 20. Just cut it in half. That's your start point. By cutting it in half, you increase the footprint. That gives you better flotation. And at 16, 18, 20 psi, there's still 8 or 10 psi that you can drop if you get into really difficult circumstances. And then you use your compressor to push the air back up to half. Remember that if you are down at 10 or 12 psi, no drama on the steering wheel. No aggressive braking, no aggressive acceleration. Because the tyres are very soft, and if you try to do anything quickly, you have a chance of peeling the tyre off the rim, and that is going to be very difficult for you to fix, because it will involve jacking the car up, finding a place that's safe to do that, and all of the blood, sweat and tears that go with it. Auto deflators are great. You can buy these easily. They're quite readily available. Tire pressure gauges, we have one here, which is adjustable. You can use that for checking tires or for letting tires down.
And this is all. طيب حاضر. Okay.
All of it.
I will
start again.
I will translate
as we go.
So go slowly. So this is an air pressure, and it is a deflator also at the same time. So you push this and you push this button, it will deflate. صح؟ هذه الجهاز معاه، فهو لما بيقول لك على اساس انه كيف تفضي الكفرات من الهواء. هو كان بيتكلم على ضغط الهواء قبل شويه في الكفرات، انه يعني لازم ينزل على الاقل النص، وبعدين من هناك تبدا بس اذا نزلتي اقل من 10 او 10 يبغى لك مره تنتبه انك ما تعمل اي حركات فجائيه عشان لا ينقشع الكفر من محله، وبعدين لازم تطلع السياره يعني ترفعيها بالعفريته وتصير عندك شغله كبيره انك انت انك انت يعني تصلح الكفر مره ثانيه.
So after you've dropped the pressures, if you get stuck and then you have to put them back up to a normal running pressure for the conditions.
Sorry.
You'll have a
Fraser, 1 second, I'm sorry to. مين اللي يحتاج مترجم؟ I think لو تتجمعوا هذا المترجم حقنا فيصير هو يترجم لكم أحسن عشان لا نقطع، عشان الوقت لا يغلق، فيصير هو جالس جنبكم يترجم لكم على طول instantly. أوكي؟ فتجمعوا لو سمحتوا على هناك، للي يحتاج المترجم يتجمعوا على هناك على أساس إنه إيش يكون أسهل لهم في مكان واحد. This is a translator. So I want them to go closer to him so he will instantly translate to them. So
right, okay.
أنت قرب شوي قرب. Yeah.
So how what we moving?
أجلس خلفهم. لا أنت أجلس خلفهم هنا. Sorry. He will instantly translate. He's a translator.
We've got some of the girls on this side that might need some help as well.
We said anybody who needs translator can move to this area.
If you need the translator, let's move you to this side. And if you don't need the translator, come over onto this side. I will try and address you both equally, but if we've got some translation there, then maybe that's a smaller group you could sit with them. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I don't speak Arabic, I'm afraid. Despite having been in Saudi Arabia many years ago, I came to work in Al-Khobar, and I was told that because I was one of the only people who didn't work in the oil industry, then I would have to speak English with all of my clients because they wanted to learn English. Why they wanted to learn English from a Scottish person, I don't know. But that's what happened. And I kept saying, but what about my Arabic? And they would say, Kaliwali, you don't need to. We'll do it in English. That was what happened. So I'm afraid I'm very lazy. What I was going to say, though, is that if you have a compressor, which will be supplied to push the air back, if you have another compressor, keep that as well. Because the weight of a compressor is not very much. If one breaks down, you've got another one. If you've had to let 2 tires down, 2 compressors is going to get you moving faster than 1 compressor. So it's not a big extra thing to carry. What's important is that you keep it safely tied down. Yeah? It's always good to have a bit of backup. And if you can't find the deflators and you can't find something to let the tyres down, you will find that a small stick in the valve is just as good, just as easy. Okay? Gloves will be supplied, I believe. Yes, here we are. You'll be getting a pair of gloves in your kit. Now, it sounds mad that you want gloves in a hot place, but things will get very hot. If you have to change a wheel, you will need the gloves to take the wheel nuts off the car because they will get very, very hot indeed. And if you're using the ropes or you're using any of the equipment, gloves. You've all got, I'm sure you all have lovely fingernails, right? You're not going to keep them for long if you don't wear the gloves to protect your hands when you're using ropes or the shovel or the ladders or anything that's hot. So be careful and make sure that the gloves are handy. That sounds a bit of a, no, not yet, because handy is a bit of a misnomer. But keep them where you can get them quickly, so that if you do have to go out the car, you're not wasting time looking around for stuff. Okay? This is possibly one of the most important graphics here. And that is that everything is tied down and secured. You're being encouraged to carry 2 spare wheels. So you need to work out a mechanism of how those 2 spare wheels can be secured. Yeah? You need to work out a mechanism of how anything else that you need in the car is handy but is secure. We were talking to one of the other girls earlier, and she was saying that she kept the fire extinguisher underneath the driver's seat so that she could reach it. But if you're going to keep a fire extinguisher there, you need to Velcro it onto the seat, because if there's a bump and the fire extinguisher rolls forward, it can damage your ankles, or it can get under the pedals and stop you from using the brake. So secure everything. Absolutely everything must be secured for your own safety. If you look at this slide, that's the illustration of why you need to do this. A heavy object can become a missile. Remember that if you're doing 40 kilometers an hour and you come to a sudden stop because you hit something, anything that's loose inside the car is still doing 40 kilometers an hour. It hasn't stopped. It's still traveling at 40. Now, to give you an example, and this Abdullah will laugh because this is old technology, okay? But to give you an example, a loose CD, right? Nobody has them now.
What is CD?
Yeah. A loose CD will sever your neck at 40 kilometers an hour. If it comes forward and it's loose and it hits you here, good night. Keep everything tied down. It's very important. Pass that round. This is a very important piece of equipment. This is a shackle. I'll come to it later. Pass it round. See how heavy it is. Right? Now imagine that hitting you on the back of the neck. So tie everything down. Keep your recovery equipment accessible. And make sure that everything is secure. I'll get to the end of there. That's kind of heavy to be. Thank you very much. See that? So if I drop this on your hand, you see? See? That's just dropping from that height, yeah? Next slide, please.
Just one thing before we leave.
Yep.
Ya Jama'a, we are giving all this equipment, but what I noticed before in the previous years, that the ladies have this on their car and they never even looked at it. And they didn't even know how it works. So please, when you get this equipment, take it off, because try it. Sometimes you will find that maybe the pump is not working. Maybe.
Talk about how to use it.
We will replace it. Okay? Sometimes this may be not working. If this is not working with you or the pump, you will have a very difficult rally. So please, when you get all this equipment, try to check it out and know exactly where is everything put it. Where is everything put. One thing, for instance, he said, keep the gloves very close, صح? And as soon as you need to go and punch or change a tire, if you don't know where this is, this will take you a lot of time to figure it out. Usually, we give it to you inside the box, but this is not where it should be. This should be, مثلا, in the gloves compartment next to the door, so you know exactly where it is, and then you can collect it and just wear it and go down and fix your problem. So, you understand what I'm saying?
There is a reason why a car has a glove box. It's for carrying gloves. That's what they're for. Yeah. We'll go through the practicalities of using some of this equipment, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're doing that tomorrow when we go out. We'll look at how to use this stuff, rather than just say, here you are, that's it. There are techniques that you need to learn in order to be able to use this stuff correctly. And if you don't follow the rules of using it correctly, it's going to cost you time and it's going to cost you energy. Most of them are quite simple, but there are very specific things that you have to do. Okay, theory of driving. We've covered 4x4, part-time, full-time, auto. Abdullah's been through that with you. High range and low range, we know about transfer case. In this region, low range is called double gear, yes? I think you normally talk about the double gear, yeah? And basically what that's doing is increasing your torque for a limited amount of revs. Front and rear lockers, well, the high and low range. High range is your normal driving range, okay? If you need low range, then what you're getting is slower movement of the wheels, so that it's easier to get the car moving rather than having the wheels spinning, all right? Now, to give you an idea, roughly speaking, if we take gears like this, and we say this is your high range gear, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe 6. Your low range gears on this side are going to start about here, but they're going to go in the opposite direction. That'll be 6, 5, 4, and those gears are what we call crawler gears. So it's for going very, very slowly. All right? You'll only need these if you're really stuck. But we'll go through that as a practical exercise tomorrow as well. Okay? I'll wipe that off now.
It's okay.
What else have we got? Well, that works good.
You have basic 2.
Sorry?
You finished with basic 1?
Let me just have a look and we'll see. Any questions so far? Who's got any questions on just gearboxes and what and how? We'll do practical tomorrow, and that practical will be based on either the cars that we have, or they're bringing their own cars tomorrow.
They know the cars that we have,
yeah,
but they're free to bring their cars. But all our cars will have high and low gear.
Yeah, all the cars here have high and low, but you can bring your own car tomorrow if you want. And if you want me to look through it and tell you what the buttons are for, I'll do that. That's not a problem. Okay, next. Okay, so basics of driving now. When you're out there, remember that you are on what's called a regularity. So you are working with the clock, not against the clock. It's not about how fast you can go, it's about how accurate you can be. So the clock is your friend, not your enemy. All right? Try and remember that as a basic thing. But think also of what happens when you're out together and there is more than one competitor in the same area. Beware of dust. There is no point, if there is a narrow track, there is no point in sitting right behind someone and blasting the horn, because they're in as much of a hurry as you are. Don't stay too close. Because if you stay too close and they throw stones up, your windscreen could be cracked, or there's so much dust you can't see what's happening. And if they see something and stop suddenly, you're into the back of them, you're out the rally, they carry on. Give yourself some space. All right? Plenty of room to the car in front so that you can see what's going on. If there's reasonable wind, then that should push the dust away and let you see ahead, but don't think that crowding someone is going to do you any favours. If you're on soft tracks, and it's a little bit like the railway, the two tracks are like this and you're stuck. I'll just illustrate that as well. Is that pen? So if we've got a piece of desert and then there's a track in it like this, and you're driving like this across on the track, if that starts to get really soft, there is nothing stopping you from moving the car from those tracks like that to driving like that. So in other words, you would drive over here instead of staying in the tracks. Remember also that when you're in the tracks, the tyres are down and the middle of the car is closer to the ground. So if you have stones or rocks or tree stumps or anything there, they're going to be closer to components under your car. So if it's soft, try and just step out. You only need to be 1 foot away from the track that you're in. And if you're in a track that is clearly going somewhere and you're keeping a reasonable speed, don't try to steer everything. Don't fight the car. A light hold on the steering wheel, let the car move with the track. As long as you stop the car from jumping out of the track, just keep it nice and easy. Again, practical, we'll do that tomorrow. This is quite an important one. If you see someone having difficulty with a slope, for example, wait and watch until they're over. And if you can see beyond the slope, wait until you can see them clear the obstacle before you attack. Because if you attack and they're stuck on the other side, you'll land on top of them. And this is a motor industry merger that we do not want. We don't want anyone hurt. All right? So keep a safe distance and look before you leap. Yeah? Got it? Right, we'll have the next one. So as we discussed already, when you're in the sand, driving in sand is about momentum. It's keeping the car going, staying on top of the sand, not allowing it to drag you down. All right? The tyres need to be on top of the surface rather than digging in. And that's, we've talked about tyres. We'll do this tomorrow. When you're in...
I resign. She's now your assistant.
Thank you. So I'll just give you a nod. Yes. So, be in the highest possible gear for your conditions, right? As a general observation, if you need more than 3,000 RPM on your rev counter, okay? If you need more than 3,000 RPM, you are probably in the wrong gear, or your tire pressures are probably too high, because you're working the car harder than you need to work the car to get through the conditions. You'll find that most of the torque is delivered around 2,500, 3,500 RPM in most cars. If you're doing more than that, there's something going wrong. Remember, if you're spinning, you're not going forward. And the other thing to remember is that I'll just check the cars first of all. Correct. This is a helicopter. How many people have this switch inside their car? Right? You've got the one for traction control, which is the picture of the car. You've got the hazard warning switch. That's a switch you recognize. That's a switch you recognize. How many people have got that in your car? Nobody? No. Do you know why? Because if it's not going forward and it's not going backwards, it isn't going up, right? It's not going to do that. So if you can't move forward and you can't move backwards and you're still spinning the wheels, you're going down because there is no helicopter switch. You can't lift the car up, all right? Highest gear as possible, keep your revs at a medium level and use the momentum to propel you, all right? Low range is good when you need more torque, when you're stuck, but the rest of the time, you won't need it at all. Next. Any questions, first of all, on this? Questions? No? No. A lot of this is practical stuff. A lot of this we'll do live tomorrow in the sand. Okay, I'll change that. I've just talked about well-used tracks and not fighting the steering wheel. Just let the car take the tram lines. The train manages fine on two little thin tracks when it's going from Medina to Makkah, wherever the train runs here. And it's fine doing that because they're fixed. If you have a track where there's a very obvious clear track and everyone's using it, just hold the steering wheel lightly to make sure the car doesn't go off and just flow with the car. Just let the car roll with it. You'll see this tomorrow. I'll find a place for you to do this. If at all possible, take the widest turn you can. So if you have a turn to make in any sort of conditions, try and make the turn a wide turn. Try not to do that. Try not to do too tight a turn because it puts pressure on the side of the tires, and when your tires are soft, they tend to bend, and if they bend too much, they'll come off the wheels. And then jack, wheel brace, sand ladders, gloves, board, 15 minutes, easy. All right, so wide turns, gentle braking, gentle acceleration, and above all, sensitivity on the pedals. Okay. Most of the cars, I think, anybody who's driving automatics, who's driving manual? Auto. You're going manual. And auto, you're going brave on the manual gearbox. I wouldn't have a manual gearbox anymore because the automatics are just too easy to drive. And they can change gear quicker than any human being. But a tip on automatics, and maybe the manual applies to a certain degree, but the tip on the automatic is that you've got two pedals in the car, okay? So you have a brake pedal, which is usually a bit wider, and you have your accelerator pedal, okay? You're using 1 foot for that. Yeah? It's not a go-kart. You're not using 2 feet. So 1 foot for that. The key to driving smoothly, which is about good progress, good momentum, not making your navigator sick, that's a real mess to clean up, okay, is never to take your foot off the accelerator unless you want to use the brake. So, how many people here have been in a taxi here in Saudi Arabia? Probably everyone, right? You're sitting in the taxi, going to the airport, and it's like this. Like that. Why is that? It's because he takes his foot off the accelerator pedal completely, and when he puts it back on, there is pressure. If you rest your foot on the accelerator and squeeze the accelerator like a sponge and unsqueeze it, then you will get smoother driving, less chance of motion sickness, less chance of being stuck. So maintain that contact unless you want the brake. Then, obviously, go for the brake. When you come back to the throttle, come back to touch the throttle and then squeeze it. Don't come back with a stamp on it, otherwise you'll be away again. Is that clear? It's pretty obvious, but you only have to think about being in a taxi to know what I mean. What else have we got there? Can't see that from here now. Let me just wipe this down a bit, give myself some space. Well, should I leave the helicopter? No. Take that off. There we go. Questions about that? No? Nothing? Everybody clear? It's okay. So, well-used tracks don't fight. Sensitive on the pedals at all times. Next, please. Getting yourself in the car comfortably and properly is one of the mistakes that most people make, whether they are driving in a rally or just driving on a day-to-day basis. I am well aware of the noise coming from the kitchen. We'll maybe get that down a bit. That would be better. Right. Right. I am well aware of how cool it is to be able to drive like this. And if you can do that with 1 foot up on the dashboard and reading the paper, even better. Yes? It's all supposed to be very cool. Look around your car and see how many adjustments it has. It has probably electric motors or manual adjustments to move the seat forward and back, to lift the seat up and down, to change the backrest, maybe to change the shape of the seat. You'll have steering wheels that come out and in and up and down. The reason manufacturers put all of these things into motor cars is not because they're flashy and clever and make it the number one car. It's because everybody is a different size, right? And you need to adjust the car to your driving position, to your body. And we'll talk about this tomorrow as well. There's two very simple rules that you can use. Get in the car and put your brake foot under the pedal onto the floor. Right? If you can touch the floor without stretching, then you are in the correct position. If you stretch, and you need to stretch to get full braking, then your leg is locked up. So if you hit something hard and there's an accident, that pressure moves through there, and into your hip. And that will cause you a bigger injury than the rest. You need to have your knees bent, because then they can act as shock absorbers. Right? Same goes for your arms. Nobody drives straight arm. You don't do that because if you have an accident, the shock travels here and you dislocate your shoulder. You have to be in a position like this. And so that's why we talk about setting the car up, putting your wrist on top of the steering wheel so that when you bring your hands down, your arms are still bent. That's getting you in a proper driving position. The other thing to remember is that nowadays, with the use of airbags, the old 10 to 2 driving position doesn't work because your wrists are covering the center airbag. So change your hand position to 2/4 You can still control the car at 2/4 because you can still get a half turn in either direction from there. Don't be doing all this nonsense. Don't be doing that. Don't be resting with one arm out of the window. Don't be putting your arm across the steering wheel to drive. An airbag can be set off by something hidden underground. If your hand is across the steering wheel and the airbag goes off, you will be punched in the face quicker than you can say it. Yeah? If you're wearing glasses or a big watch, it becomes worse. So just think about that driving position. It's very important, especially off-road, where you are subject to bouncing. If in doubt, start off by switching off the radio, the stereo, the air conditioning. I know that sounds contra to being comfortable, but if you switch all that stuff off, you'll be able to hear what's going on under your tires. And the two most important parts of your body whilst driving are your ears and your bottom, because your ears will tell you when things are going wrong and your bottom will start to twitch when they do. You still have to look where you're going, but listen to what's going on, because that will tell you quicker than your eyes. Air conditioning uses 9% of your available power. Doesn't matter whether you're in a Suzuki Jimny or in a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. 9% of your power goes on air conditioning. So if you get stuck, switch the AC off, at least for the time it takes you to get unstuck. With me so far? Yeah? All okay here? Yes? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. You're looking puzzled. Are you okay? Yes. Good. Right. Okay. Last, but by no means least, when you're in the car and you're driving off-road, keep your thumbs out of the steering wheel. All right? Most steering wheels are now designed with little shapes for putting thumbs on, not in, on. Yeah? And that's where your hands should be so that you can turn there. If you are off-road and you hit a rock and your thumbs are inside the steering wheel, that steering wheel can be torn out of your hand. And if your thumbs are in there, they're going to be here. And that's very uncomfortable. It happened to a friend of mine. It took 6 weeks before he could even drive again. Okay. Thank you. Right, theory 2. Okay. This is a bit about driving theory. And again, we'll do practical versions of this tomorrow. Do we need to stop? Do you need a break? Everybody, do you need a break? No? You're okay? You need a break? Then go and have a break. I'll wait. Yes, of course. Anybody else? We've got time for a break, haven't we? 2 minutes? Half an hour? What? We can have a small break. Water. Stretch your legs. Right, okay. Well, she wants to go to the toilet, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that'll happen. That's fine. That's okay. We can cover a lot of what's left. A lot of can be covered tomorrow outside. But we're not doing. You have to gauge your audience, and when you see them starting to slip, you're wasting your time. You've got to give them a break. Yeah? I'm saying when you see the audience starting to drift a little bit, it's better to give them a break than to carry on, because they're not taking anything in. They're not taking anything in. And if there's a prayer break, when is the prayer break? 12? 12 till 1. That's fine. That's fine. And what have we got in the afternoon after 1 o'clock? We're back in here, but they've got.
We're a rally here. Whoever is not here so far, he's gonna miss.
The rally starts
at 1.
So yeah? Well done to all of the winners here, and too bad to the losers.
Others are DNA.
Yes, DNA.
And
DNF did not finish. Right. Can we put the next one up? Yeah. Okay, leave it just now. That's fine. Leave that. Tools and equipment is what I want to just very briefly discuss, because we're going to be using all this stuff tomorrow. But there are a couple of things that you should understand very clearly. One, fire extinguisher needs to be kept in a place that you can reach it quickly. We covered that briefly. It's very heavy. I'm not going to pass it round. It's very heavy, so you need to make sure that it's properly secured, but near you, okay, in case you need it. The warning triangle is a fairly easy thing to assemble. If you haven't done it before, we can look at that. Sand ladders, right, are the two big things there. Now, we'll do a practical on sand ladders tomorrow, but the key thing to remember about using sand ladders is to drive as slowly as possible. Because if you get wheel spin on the sand ladder, it rips the surface of the sand ladder, and you end up with something that looks like a garden tea tray, right? So no grip, no use to you at all. I'll show you how to use them. We'll practice with them tomorrow, but it's very important that you don't try to go fast on them. Otherwise, you will ruin them. Very important thing about shackles. You've all been here before at the back, the Bagashab girls, right? I'm going to ask you a question. What do we do with the shackle? How do we use the shackle? Do you remember? Oh no. Right, okay. The shackle is used with the rope, okay? That's obviously fairly straightforward. You use the rope on the curvy part of the shackle, okay? And then that is held up to your towing eye, and the pin is fed through, and you tighten the pin up, okay? So you tighten the pin up like this, finger tight. Then you turn it back half a turn, okay? You have to loosen it by half a turn, because when it moves and starts to work, the pin will start to tighten. And if you've already tightened the pin up as hard as you can, it'll get worse and you won't be able to get it off the car. So finger tight and back half a turn. Very important. Otherwise you'll be dragging a rope behind you for the rest of the rally. All right? Finger tight, half a turn back. All right? Very important. I think we go back one. Back one again. No, forward. Where's the one with the shovel? That's the one. That's the one. Right. We'll look at all of this equipment and we'll look to see how to use it tomorrow. We'll be adding what's called a jack board to your kit. The jack board is a piece of plywood which goes onto the ground underneath the car where you are going to use the jack, so that it spreads the weight and the pressure of the jack over a bigger area, makes it easier to lift the car. Abdullah has assured me that there'll be a jack board in each kit. It doesn't do any harm to carry your own, but a jack board is useful. Don't use the sand ladders in place of a jack board because you'll damage them. About that size, about the size of a tile, right? The size of a normal bathroom floor tile. Plywood, about 8 ply. You want about over a centimetre thick, so that it spreads the weight. Okay, and you've got water bottles, and you need to keep them filled at all times, so that's fine. Now, this is the most important piece of equipment that you will carry. It's the shovel. I can show you how to use the shovel tomorrow. I can show you where to use the shovel when you're out, but I can't shovel for you because you're going to be out there on your own. Many people go for the shovel straight away, and it's the first mistake. Digging is your first resort in terms of recovery. As it says there, it's the first thing to do. But you can save yourself a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of sweat and tears by giving yourself the opportunity to think about the situation that you're in. And I've talked to some of you about this already. In the old days when it was okay to smoke cigarettes, we used to call it the cigarette moment. And when the car is stuck, you would get out of your car to look at the car that was stuck, and you would think, right, I'll just light up a cigarette. And you would walk round the car smoking your cigarette in order to see exactly what the car was doing. Because in most cases, if a car is stuck in the sand, there will be an easier way out than diving in with shovels and ropes and winches and all sorts of stuff. And that is just learning to look. If you stand back from the car and look at it from all angles, you will find a place where maybe it's 2 degrees down on one side, okay? Those 2 degrees are all you need to find some momentum. And maybe instead of digging and sand ladders and ropes and winches, all you need to do is just clear a little bit of sand from the back of the tyre with your hand and then just drive the car backwards out of the hole, because you're using the slope. We talked about the helicopter. If it's not going forward and it's not going back, it's not going up. So you need to find an advantage as far as possible, and that could simply be 2 degrees. And that'll be enough. No. Before you go mad with the shovel. All right? Next one. So, while we're on these things, the towing vehicle, if you're using a second vehicle, also needs space to move. So make sure that you've got clear space. There is no point in pulling a vehicle out of a hole if we get the vehicle that's doing the towing stuck. Or if it goes up and over something and then the rope is stuck. and you have two vehicles tied together and neither of them can move. So look at where you're going, look at how you're going to do your recovery, and make sure there's enough space for both vehicles to move out of the area of difficulty. Because bringing one vehicle out of a hole and then placing it into another hole doesn't accomplish anything. Yeah? Also, if you're doing recovery and there's a group of you together, make sure that everyone who's not involved in the immediate job of the recovery is well clear. You keep everybody clear in case of any risks. All right? When you're using a rope, whether it's one of these ropes or something else, and please don't bring any steel ropes at all. They're too dangerous. When the rope is on the ground, it's a rope. Okay? Very simple. As long as it's on the ground and it isn't attached to the vehicles, it's just a rope. So you can step over it if you like. The moment you attach this end to one vehicle for recovery and this end to the other vehicle, whether the rope is lying on the ground or not, you treat it as a wall. You never cross the rope when it's attached. Walk round. Even if it looks silly, walk round. Because you don't know whether something goes wrong in either of the two cars, and if that rope starts to move and you're walking across it, you will be hurt. So it becomes a wall. As soon as it's attached, think of it as a solid. So clear the people away from the scene, give the vehicle that's towing some space, and always, as far as possible, try and find a place that you can use the momentum to build up the way in which the car moves. Right? So if you're pointing up that way, pull the car back down. If you're pointing down that way, pull the car forward. Yes? Yes, there's nothing in the regulations of the rally.
This meeting is being recorded.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you. There's nothing in the regulations that says you can't help a fellow competitor. Other competitors can help you. If you're stuck, you can get help from other competitors. Abdullah? Regulations with regard to outside help on this one? Outside help. Help from outside of the competitive elements. So if they get stuck, they can help. If they get stuck, they can help. But can you? No. So that's your answer. Crew can help. Crew can help, but not outside. Okay. All right? It's clear? Before you go on the rally, right? Before you go on the rally, I'll give you 2 jobs to do. All right? 1, look at your car and find out where the recommended tow points are. Familiarize yourself with them and be ready to use them. Remember that on a standard car, the towing eye that you pull into the bumper only works in a straight line. If you try to pull a car at an angle with that, it will snap, and then you'll be stuck without a towing attachment and with a bit of it inside the car. So make sure that your towing vehicle, if you need to be pulled out, is exactly in line with your car if you're using one of these screw-in attachments. If you have a car like, for example, a Wrangler and I think something that's got a fixed tow bar at the back, you can tow at an angle using those proper anchorages that are built onto the chassis. But if you're in an SUV and you need the towing eye, You can only tow in a straight line without risk. All right? So try and remember that. Familiarize yourself with the location of these things. Familiarize yourself with how they work. And familiarize yourself with the jacking points. And if you are wise, you will get a roll of coloured sticky tape. And you will cut it into 4-inch sections. And you will go around, and once you've looked under the car and identified the jacking point, put the piece of sticky tape on the bodywork so that when you get stuck or you need to change a tyre, you can come out and you know where the jack should go instead of having to look around for it. It's time. It's just about time. Okay? Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Again, this has to be done way before the event.
Yeah.
Yani, don't come to the event and try to do all this thing at the same time because you will not have time. Okay? So prepare yourself as much as possible to see all the items that he is talking about, even before you go to Hail, for instance. Because when you're in Hail, absolutely, I promise you there will be no time because registration, there'll be maybe an issue, maybe your car get there delayed or it's not on the truck, or there is a lot of issues that could happen. Okay? So if you're not prepared from before, you might start the rally without doing all the stuff that he said, and then you have to waste a lot of time when you are stuck somewhere, trying to find where to put the jack, trying to find your equipment. This is really preparation.
Yep.
Everything is about preparation in this rally, honestly.
Yep, agreed. Now, some of you, I understand, are not going to get your rally cars until the day of the event. That's fine. That means it's going to be slightly more complex for you. But we have how many days until the event, Abdullah? 2 weeks? 2 more weeks?
But listen, the cars are fortunate. Everybody can look at them right now.
Exactly.
The cars are fortunate, so
Exactly. And if your car is not a Fortuner and it's something else and you're not getting it until the rally, go out and wander around the street until you find one. And go and look at where the jacking points are. Go and look where the little cap is that you need to remove to put the towing eye into. Find out if there's one at the back. Go to the showroom. Ask somebody. Make a nuisance of yourself. There is no reason to turn up on the day of the rally not knowing about that stuff. All right? Okay, next one, please. You've got steel shackles, which are always better than soft shackles. Soft shackles are quite risky. They're made of rope. If you are on a rough surface, it can cut the rope. So don't be tempted into bringing soft shackles, which are these rope ones, to the rally. Use the ones that are supplied. Keep all that stuff handy. And as you can see here, there is what's called a dampener over the rope. This is a safety device. It can be a blanket. It can be a floor mat. It can be an old jacket or a jersey or anything. Its job is to soften the rope if the rope breaks. It will stop the rope from whipping away. It's called a dampener, and it keeps the rope from getting out of hand. All right? Just if you have a rope and you need to do a tow, just stick an old jersey over the top of the rope. Remember, walk round the outside of it. Yeah? Okay, next. That's the last one. What have we got next? Next is navigation team. Well, there you have it. Before we go, any questions on any of this that we've done now? We'll do practical examples, how to do it, I'll be standing in the sun watching you jacking cars up and attaching ropes and all the rest of the stuff. But I won't be doing it because I'm not going on the rally. Anything? Question? Yep. I think that's going to depend on circumstances. If you have a situation where you've no tyres, for example, then I would keep the car driving. But there's a technique involved in that. The main thing when you're towing is to make sure the rope stays tight. Right? So part of your job is going to be ensuring, as the guy being towed, you need to make sure that rope stays tight. So if that means that you have to apply a little bit of power in order to keep that rope tight, or a little bit of braking, you're going to have to do it. If the car's dead, then you're not going to have the choice. So you need to have at least ignition so that you have power, because without ignition, you have no steering. You won't have any power steering without your ignition. And in a lot of cases, your brakes will be very soft. So even if you can't start the car, at least have the ignition on. And if the circumstances require some help of the towing vehicle, then use the engine. Otherwise, keep it in neutral. Just steer with it. Anything else? Come on, there must be something. I mean, you can save the questions for tomorrow. That's fine. I don't mind that. But if you haven't got any questions, you must have questions. You've done it twice already. Surely there is a question. No? 3 times already. Well, there's a question. How many times have they done it? Anything else over there? No? You're okay? It'll all become a bit... It's a lot to take in. But it'll become a little bit clearer tomorrow when you see what's going on. I'm not going to ask anyone to burn their fingers to prove the point about gloves. That would be silly. But I will show you how everything else works tomorrow. And then we're out doing practical driving exercises. And we will get you stuck. So I'm going to get you stuck tomorrow so that you have the opportunity to see how not to get stuck the next time. It's like falling off a bicycle. We've all done it. We've all fallen off a bicycle because that's how we learned to balance. That's how we learned to ride a bicycle, right? Getting stuck is part of learning how not to get stuck. And as I said to you before, listen. Switch everything off and open the windows and listen. If it doesn't sound right, it's probably not right. Okay? That's it from me for this afternoon, I think. Yes, I'm doing all. I've done that. I will do all that tomorrow, and we'll do the practical tomorrow. So, sorry, did you miss that part?
Yeah. But anyways, thank you very much, Fraser.
My pleasure.
Appreciate
My
it.
pleasure.
And we'll go into navigation now.
You want to
I will call Alexi.
Fine. Okie doke.
And Uchia.
You
name is
might
very
want
difficult.
the sound back.
but Uchia, we can wait. When he comes to Stella, then we'll call you.
I think you might.
Can we have a chair here? Yes.
خلاص واخد
We can hear you.
Good. Perfect.
طيب. Alex and his lovely wife will take you through the navigation. And we start, please, Alex. Alexi.
Yeah, thank you so much. Nice to see all the girls and women who now is here. And I hope after this training, all can win. But what I mean, not as the first place. Everybody can win, and himself in the crew with another crew, and who lost the rally, who don't coming to training, and who don't coming to rally. This is my decision. But if you come, you are winner. But you have after training and after a rally big experience for next rally, maybe to next year, maybe to your life if you're going to desert. Okay, about navigation, I want only remind about race timing. What I mean, this is timing for Rally Jameel this year. If somebody can see regulation, I hope all of who now is here reading regulation. What is it race timing? In race timing you can see all information about total distance to this year, 1,461 kilo, and how much is long of the stage, all the stages, 541 kilo. It is not easy race, not easy rally. And here on this page, if you understand about the planning, about strategy in the rally, or maybe you want to understand information only about the rally, you can see how many days you have. First day, second, third, fourth days. How long and what time first car starting. Why you must understand this information. But yeah, thank you. You must understand, and your co-driver and your driver, maybe you have a team, maybe you have support team, and what time you must be wake up in your hotel. But if you're late, I think, I hope everybody understand, if you're late, you have a penalty. And if you're late too much, maybe you can fly out from rally, and you lost your chance. And here you can see, this is timing for first day. In 8 o'clock, first vehicle, first car, start from service in Hail to liaison. Liaison to first stage. Next, first liaison, 109 kilo. Okay, also you must be understand. How many long is the stage? Stage is 142 kilo. And next liaison is very long, 237 kilo total. And total in the first day, 488 kilometers. I say sometimes short kilo. And if you don't understand this information, maybe you don't keep it too much food, don't keep it water, don't understand about, you can tire it in the liaison, but sometimes in the regulation and cross country you can change. Driver and co-driver in liaison can change position, and also very good for safety. Why? But maybe after stage driver is very, very, very tired. Why not? You can change and drive in liaison. But if you don't understand this one, and your driver is asleep in the liaison, you can make it accident. No more. No. We speak only about safety. And next day is the same information. First car at 8 o'clock start. Liaison is a little bit shorter like before, 64 kilo. Second liaison, 194. And stage also a little bit shorter, 129.
Sorry, Alex.
Yeah.
For the co-drivers, this is very, very important, a very important sheet. If you don't understand it today, it's difficult to understand it later. So please, 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 if you have any questions and you don't understand this, speak to Alexi after and let him explain to you in details, because this paper here is the key of the rally. Okay? So very, very important document, this one, please.
Yeah. Also, many people who don't understand these pages can do mistake before the rally. What I mean? Late to administrative checks. Don't understand how many days is long this rally. If you need special fuel, maybe you start in the race, not Jameel rally. Maybe you start in the championship, in the World Cup. You must understand how many liters you need to use special fuel. Also, you can calculate if you understand this and this and this and this, and how many liaison you have, how many stage, how many long is a stage. If you understand this page, and the normal rally, I mean the professional rally, is the same style. Absolutely same style. If you come to Dakar, if you come to Saudi Championship, it's the same. Look at like this same picture. Okay, next one. Before we see the program, but only for reminding, schedule and program, also you can see in the regulation, this page from regulation. You can understand all information about and which date, as the 3rd, 4th, 5th March of 2024, and where in the Heil, what you can do. You can go to media center, you can go to administrative checks, scrutineering, and what time you have a ceremonial start is 8:30, and where? Here also location. All information for competitor in the program in the regulation. First step, if you want to participate in each rally, you must be reading regulation. If you don't read regulation, you don't understand nothing. Where you go, what you do, in which data, and which location. Regulation is number one. Second, program. After you can go to your car, prepare your car before start. And step number one, step number two, step number three. If you want to win and if you want to participate without problem and without penalty. Okay? Yep. And also, if you don't understand the program, how you can buy tickets for your plane if you're coming from another country. In which date you must be coming. Maybe you come in the 3rd March in the 22 o'clock. I mean 10 o'clock in the evening, 10 o'clock in PM. And you can start ceremonial. Okay. Yep.
This is the regulation document. It is actually big. I'm sorry, but this is the regulations. It's a lot of pages, but it is the key to the event. And the co-driver needs to be familiarized with it. It's a long document, but it has all the details. هنا في the content table. It has nearly. You go to the topic, and it will give you its page, and then you go directly to the page for easier access. But it is a long document, and this includes every single thing you need to know about the rally. Basically, everything. The organizer, the marshals, the stewards, everybody. Everybody's name is on the document here. Okay? The address of the company, the organizing company. This is Sportity, is the program that we use to as a notice board. You will be understanding this later. So on. So this is the program. So it is included in the document. شايفة? So please, I nearly beg you guys, co-drivers, to at least scan the regulations, to familiarize with the rules and regulation of the event.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. Let me go back. 1 second.
It's here. Okay. And also it's very good, but here is co-driver and the driver, but sometimes driver don't understand nothing about race. Maybe sometimes driver understand, okay, I sit in my seats, I can moving steering, push gas, push brakes, and nothing more. No, sometimes better if co-driver and driver understand about race, about rally, about regulation, about timing, but sometimes co-driver is tired, maybe sometimes driver is tired and don't understand, maybe sometimes you're coming to fly finish and the driver push the brake, but you can't stop between the finish line and the stop, only in the stop. Also, driver must understand this regulation. And co-driver sit near from you, but sometimes he can help you, but better if driver and co-driver understand all, and regulation and driving, and navigation also. Okay, next. Okay, also for reminding about this rally, Jameel, this class and groups, it is from regulation, but also all competitor must understand in which group and class he can come, and which car he can maybe rent, maybe buy, maybe he can come to rally in him car.
Again, sorry. المجموعات هذه مرة مهمة عشان الواحد يعرف هو يشارك بأي سيارة. It's very important information to know which car to choose. If you have the luxury of choosing a car. For instance, in this rally, there is nearly 40 cars in PT4. There is maybe 8 cars in PT6, maybe PT8, maybe 2 or even 1. You know what I mean? So if you have the luxury to pick a car, if I was rallying here, I would pick a PT8 or AW8 or AW6 or AW4. Why? Because nobody entered this group. So if you finish here, you'll be winning a group.
Right.
So you have to, this is like, it's not a secret, I'm telling you. This is general information for هذا. But if you don't know these points, you don't make a good decision. You can make a better decision if you read the regulations. And this is in the regulations. This is from the regulations. So even to choose your car, it's good. It's your right to, if you go into the website and you check the entry list, you know, كل واحدة عندها صورتها وتحتها البلد وتحتها السيارة صح؟ You go and have a look. There is no AW4. AW4 مثلا is a Porsche Cayenne or whatever. Any all-wheel drive car with a V8 engine. You will be a winner. You'll take a trophy at the end of the event, huh? حتى if you were alone. So coming to PTs, هنا ال PT8 برضو فيها only 1 or 2 cars. So the way to pick. PTH, this is the new segment that we opened this year, is for hybrid cars. And we have 3 cars in PTH. If somebody comes with a PTH 6-cylinder, again, he will win. So that. You see the point? Yeah, so this is very important information also.
Yeah, right. Why we look at this and speak about this information, but maybe somebody have a sponsor, maybe somebody have a partners, and also sponsor want to see you in the podium, but sponsor give it to you support and money maybe. And if we see in the many people in your group, maybe 10 cars, maybe more, you can understand how many chance you have for win, and you can calculate your strategy for the race. If you alone in this group, maybe you come to group and you are alone, your goals, your deals is only finish, and you must be finished. It's a strategy for rally. Okay, now we're coming to navigation training. Okay, next. And more one, next one, yes, road book. Yeah, we're coming to road book. Who see this picture first time? All? Only you? No? Okay, it's a little bit easy. Okay, this is road book, and in liaison, tomorrow we start from hotel also, we must be using road book. I can keep to everybody in the morning. And also in the training we use road book, and exactly in the rally we use a road book. In road book you can see all information about stage, all information about the road, and the danger position, ditch, navigation points, like here is a Wadi and the fence, maybe we're crossing Wadi, but danger too. Where is begin of speed limit zone and how much you must be driving, maximum speed. And where is the speed zone is finished, also you can see all information here. And this information must be read in co-driver and tell to driver. And rules number 1, if co-driver speak too much, speak like a radio. Maybe half an hour, maybe 1 hour, driver can tire it and switch off him head. You can speak all the time, but he don't read you. Rules number 1 for co-driver, speak minimum and put in this your speech maximum information, step by step. Sometimes you must be doing pause, sometimes you can game play by your voice, sometimes you can, yeah. Yes. Next step, I told you, no problem. yes, step by step. Okay, and also how you can drive by car. I am co-driver. Okay, how I can drive by car? I can tell information for a driver, and exactly before this picture we say this like position maybe picture. If I sleep and if I lost. And if I don't say something, we can broken car here in this ditch danger 2. What mean organizer ditch danger 2? Maybe you can broken here tire, you can broken here arms, you can lost the car here. And you, like co-driver, must give it information, speak information, say information for driver before, and then which time and how, I can say a little bit late. Okay, push. And yeah, next. Yeah, and in the next page we can see also where we can change direction. Here in this picture we can change direction, left, right. Also is very serious for co-driver. If co-driver sometimes change it and forget where is left, where is right, is very big problem for driver. Okay, change. Okay, next. Yeah. Okay, what's notes is made, and now we are on the start. And you can see too much information. Page number 1, if you keep it, if you keep road book in the evening to next day, check please all the pages. Number 1, number 2, number 3, but sometimes it's a mistake or maybe a problem, and better if you see. This information about rally, in which rally we come, which day, where we're going, and total distance and on the stage. If we're going to liaison, we can see how many long is liaison. And now from start, trip to 0, yeah, more, yeah.
These are all new to rally.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're using the rally expression to explain,
Mm-hmm.
what is you're calling the road section? What is the road section?
Mm-hmm.
What is the
stage? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so on. So
Mm-hmm.
understand exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay.
They are beginners and they don't speak your language.
Okay. Sorry. Sometimes I forget. Sorry. Road section and
What is the
liaison. Yeah. Liaison is French word, and all the people who are driving in the cross country and the rally races understand. But liaison is a road section. Road section at road between hotel and these places. It is road section.
One second.
Yep.
Let me. Just very important to know this. This is the hotel. مظبوط. And this is the stage start here. For instance, okay? And this is the stage start, SS. They call it otherwise in French, but anyway. So this is the stage, the desert stage, I will call it. From the hotel to come to here, it is called liaison, our road section. This is a normal road, completely asphalt. You go outside like you drive on the normal road. So from here to the hotel, you will have a road that takes you to the start here, to two yellow boards. Before you enter this board, you have to come here مثلا on 00. You have to come here and stop if you are at 9:59. Stop, don't enter. Okay, this will come later, but I'm just telling you. This is called liaison or road section in the rally language. Okay, and this is a special stage. مظبوط? So when you finish from here to the other hotel, who tell me what is this called?
Yes,
and? Road section, liaison.
Yeah.
This is the same as this one. So this one takes you up to the stage, and this one takes you from the stage back to the other hotel or to the same hotel or whatever. Okay, so this is exactly what is the difference between a liaison or a special stage. Clear? Clear? Yeah.
Okay, and now we have one picture. And who can tell me where race begin? You can read the regulation, you know, program, you come to administrative checks, scrutineering, everything's okay. Okay, first day, where is rally begin? Huh? Okay, where? In Hael. Here on the stage or here in the hotel? Yes, exactly, in hotel. Why? But near from hotel we have service park or maybe closed park, like Parc Fermé in the French. And also we have here one signal plate, yellow with watch and red with watch. And your time, start list, if you see in the Sportity, all competitor can see in the Sportity, maybe your number is 210 and your time 0901. Okay, you can understand, but this time 0901 is your minute, and exactly in this minute you must going inside in this place and coming to red watch. Only from 0901 00 until 0901 59. You must show your time card near from yellow watch. If you're coming early, it's a penalty. If you're late, it's a penalty. And this is first point for start for a rally, not start in the stage. And maybe to this liaison road section, we have time 25 minutes, maybe. Okay. Our time for coming before start, time control, it's 09:26:00. This is our minute. And you can coming and waiting also before yellow watch. Yep. Yes, stop before. No, in the red one, you can come in your minute, exactly, only in your minute. If you come late, early, it is better. If you come early, 5,
and
10,
wait.
15 minutes.
And wait outside.
Yeah, you wait outside.
Wait here, before the board.
Yeah, I can hear.
Wait always before don't come to the yellow board before your time. You come on your minute. Okay?
And what you mean your time. Your time is in start list, and you can see only one time. Time for start to liaison, to road section. After you must be calculate.
Okay.
Yeah, before yellow. Yeah, after you see in your watch, if your minute begin, you can go inside.
Just to explain a day. How would the day work on the rally? You register and you do everything on Rally HQ, which is the hotel in Hail. Okay? Nice and early in the morning. You will start. Every team will have a start time. طيب? And you will have like a time sheet, especially for time, to write the times. At the start time, you will come to the boards, and then it will take you, usually the organizers will put a time sufficient time to come from here to here, calculating the traffic, calculating other. So if this takes you in the normal time 20 minutes, the organizer will probably give you 30 or 25. So always there is some extra time so you don't go crazy on the streets.
Yeah.
طيب. So you come here, you punch and then you start. You come here, wait until your time comes. You add on the time that you have the 30, 25 minutes or the 30 minutes that is giving you for the road section will give you the time to start in the next stage. All this sounds very confusing and complicated, but tomorrow, if you concentrate, they will have a stage that you will have to clock on time with the road book and navigation and everything. Now, one very important thing, the road book. The road book is the thing that takes you from point here to point here, and then from here to here. This will be the road section road book, and this will be the stage road book. And it's written inside the road book. It's specified inside the road book when you get it. So road section, special stage, road section again. Clear? Anybody has questions? These are very basic of the how the day goes in the rally, please. كيف قصدك بالناقص؟ ماشي. يلا. The question is, if it took me less than 25 minutes to get here, what is the situation? And if it took me 30 minutes, what is the situation that we'll have here? Very, very simple. If you are 5 minutes early, stop outside the board. Stop on the side of the road. Have a drink, chat with other teams, okay? And then before your time, go to the board. أتكلم بالعربي. أنت عندك هنا هذا ياخذك 25 دقيقة، لو جيتي عملتي الطريق ب 20 دقيقة وقفي على جنب الشارع في مكان كويس وبعيد عن الطريق، وبعيد إنك أنت تحجب أي أحد يدخل على اللوحة قبلك، على أساس تخلي هذا الممر مفتوح، وتستني لما يجي وقتك ال 25 تقومي تدخلي على البورد. طيب جيتي متأخر تدخل على طول على البورد، حيدوكي جزاء ما فيها لعب. على كل دقيقة 10 ثواني. 10 ثواني. إذا دخلتي بدري على كل دقيقة دقيقة بنالتي. لو جيتي بدري يدوكي جزاء أكبر. مشكلتك ما يعرفوا إلا أنك أنت تيجي هنا، عشان كده لازم تكوني شغالة بدري. يعني المنظم ما يقدر to control the roads. It is up to the driver to come on time. It's not up to the organizer. So if you come late, you will get penalized. If you come early, you'll get penalized. Now she was asking, you know, what if somebody, there was a lot of traffic and I was just stuck.
Okay.
I said, it's their problem. The driver should always come to the location at the time. Now, تعالي هو بالريجوليشنز عندي الاوقات والبنالتيز يمكن انا ما بقولها يعني على ذاكرتي في الراليات، يمكن تختلف هنا في الرالي، بس عموما في الريجوليشنز حتكون للي يجي بدري كم البنالتي واللي يجي متاخر كم البنالتي، بس غالبا تعالي متاخر احسن ما تدخلي بدري. لا ما انا بقول في الحالتين انت يول بينال ليه؟ تعالي بوقتك وخلاص. اذا تقدري تيجي بدري تعالي بدري واوقف استني. ايوه بس انت اذا انت جيتي بدري سوري يعني انا اسف اقولها، بس انه يعني الكو درايفر لازم يكون مره مو مركز انه يدخل الوقت وهو جاي بدري ويدخل بأبدر من وقته. غلط كبير، وعشان كده العقاب عليه اكبر، لانه الكو درايفر ما لازم يغلط الغلطه دي. كلير؟ I'm saying if they come early, they'll be penalized maybe more time than when they come late.
Yes.
And she's saying, طيب, it's better if I come earlier. Earlier.
Yes.
I said, co-driver, if the co-driver doesn't come on time here, and if he misses something like this, the co-driver is not concentrating.
Yep, right.
Yeah.
But also, Rally Jameel organized very professional team, and if but this is not exactly 25 minutes. Forget. This is, yeah, maybe it's 1 hour 25 minutes. But the organizer must be understanding. But you can't drive very fast. It's very dangerous. It is one. Second one, maybe sometimes, maybe there's traffic, maybe a road is blocked, but organizer team have a special crew who can see where is now each the car. If we can see in the screen, but all the cars stuck in the road section, maybe something wrong. And if too much cars lost time and coming late to time control, maybe something wrong. And the organizer can write a bulletin, no penalize in this road section. But this is normal. Sometimes some happens. It's okay. But if you lost alone, if you lost the time, if you lost the road and late, this is your problem. I mean, your crew problem. Yeah. But normally, if you come to first time control a little bit early, an organizer must be understanding, but you need time for ready. And you must be ready minimum 20, 15, minimum 10 minutes before your time. And you must be ready exactly for start. Your helmet, gloves, everything. Yeah. Okay, and also why we have regulation, and each car starts from here alone to here. But if all the cars starting from service park, all the crews, and coming all the crews to start, how you can understand who start first, who start second, who start the first, third? All the crew won't start totally in the stage. It's impossible. It's very dangerous. If you want to pass somebody, or maybe somebody stuck in the stage, is a stage problem. But in the road section, nobody must be driving very fast. No fighting, no passing, only if something happens. And the second one, road section on liaison, after finish, is the same like here. You have time from finish until service park. But in the service park, you can come early. If we have maybe 100 kilo, and for this 100 kilo we have 2 hours, and you come maybe from finish to service park after 1 hour 30 minutes, okay, you can come early. It's no problem. You can come early only in last liaison. First, you start by minute, in your minute, and you must be coming and start exactly in your minute. Co-driver must be calculated. Understand? Okay, yep. How many time? How much time for this liaison and this liaison we can see in the timing I showed before, and this in the picture. Yeah, you can see how many time you have for this liaison. How many can you? I can remember. Remind, no problem.
You need
so
my
you can
technical.
yeah. No, we have.
Yeah, of course. Do you still have your Nokia phone? Oh, did you close the file? Training. One second. You're looking for what exactly? Okay. One second.
Okay, in the back. Yeah, this one. Why I showed this paper before, but this information about all the rally, about everything. Now, you can understand what I mean. First liaison, first road section is how much? 109 kilo. How many time we have for this road section? 1 hour 40 minutes.
شفتوا sorry again. It's very important. This is a very important sheet, and I told you this, and I'm telling you now because all the questions are leading to this. This has all the details. هنا the time, the liaison, total kilometers, target time, everything is written here. Okay, the stage kilometer, the road section before the stage, everything is written here, and with the times.
Yeah.
Okay, so to understand this, basically you will understand the rally.
Yeah. Okay, I can repeat. First car start from liaison from hotel, 8 o'clock. First liaison road section from hotel, from service park to first start or start to stage. It's 109 kilo. For this distance, organizer give it time for each the car, each the crew. 1 hour 40 minutes. Now you can understand how many time you have. If you come after 1 hour, 109 kilo, maybe you can, no problem. If you drive 120 maximum, you can come after 1 hour. Okay, you have 40 minutes for prepare before the start. Maybe you want to eat, maybe you want to speak with another crew.
Deflate the tires.
Yes, deflate tire, yeah.
Deflate the tires. Kullu happens before the start of the stage.
Yep. No. I mean, if you come inside in the yellow watch, you can stay near from yellow watch. You can stay maybe half a kilo before yellow watch. But you must become inside.
Where is the marker?
In this time, 9:40. Yep.
This is only the no-go zone here. But you can park anywhere here or here, as long as you do not block the other drivers to come into the boards. Just park here, anywhere here, fine, before the boards. Anywhere before the board, but please keep the road clear, because maybe you're early, somebody else from the crews would come in a hurry, very late, and he wants to go in as fast as possible. So if you parked here, basically he cannot enter. So you need to park, and this is very important. You need to park away from the road of the other competitors. Clear?
Okay, and this is a Marshall's zone. Before Marshall's zone, you can do everything what you need. You can come inside in the Marshall zone only in your time, exactly in your minute. And if you start in the first car, your time is 8:00. After you have liaison road section, you can understand here how many time you have, and your minute 9:40. What this information mean? You can go inside in the next Marshall's zone before start, only in this minute. Yeah. And between time control and start, all the cars have a 5 minute. It is last prepare before start. And the first car start on the stage in 9:00, 45 minutes. Also, you can see, you can calculate if you understand in which position you can start. Maybe you start in the 10th car. Also, it's easy. Yep. Yeah, before start, yes. Tomorrow we have a practice. Tomorrow we have liaison from hotel. Tomorrow we have liaison from here to start. And also we can practice step by step. Yeah. Yeah, this is a stage. This is time control. And after we have start on the stage. It's also before time control and start, we have a place and 5 minutes. This information about the stage in the blue lane. What we can see, Hail Alula is from which city to which city we're going. And this is maximum time. It's also very important. But for this stage, 142 kilo long, we have 4 hours, 30 minutes, maximum. If you come to finish early, it's okay. If you late and finish after 4 hours 31 minutes, organizer give it to you penalty also. No, it's a fixed penalty. We can see how much in the time card and in regulation. Maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. Now is a secret. Yeah.
Usually all the information that are technical like this are given with the briefing of the rally manager before the event. المدير السباق كل يوم قبل السباق في الليل يديكم المعلومات هذه، لكن برضو مكتوبة هي بالريجوليشنز، بس عموما حيديكم هي باختصار في قبل السباق. لا، هذا الوقت لكل المرحلة، لكل هذه المعلومات. خلاص اتس اوكي. ايوه نو وريز. اذا انت عندك الماكسيموم وقت عشان تعمل المرحلة كلها ذاك اليوم 4 ساعات و30 دقيقة، اذا عملتيها ابدر مو مشكلة. تروحي هنا تقدري تدخلي ابدر، هنا تقدري تدخلي ابدر، هنا ما تقدري تدخلي ابدر، عشان ينظموا الفكرة. فايش الفكرة؟ إذا رجعت انت للسيرفيس يكون عندك وقت تقدم السيارة يصلحوا لك اياها ترتاحي انت، فمو لازم تستني برا، لانه احيانا يجوا الناس مرة بدري. اذا تاخرتي في بنالتيز. ايوه، لانه لازم. هو ايش الفكرة مو كل واحد نحن بنوقته لكي انت مثلا نحن كده في الراليات كده، اللي يبدا هنا الساعة 9 بعده اوتوماتيكلي السيارة رقم 2 تبدا 9 و3 دقائق، واللي بعدها 9 و6 دقائق، واللي بعدها 9 و9 دقائق، 3 دقائق فرق بين كل سيارة وسيارة. فلما تتحط السيستم هذا يصير انت تبداي، يصير انا كمنظم عارف خلاص السيارة رقم 2 راح تبدا على هذا الوقت الساعة كم؟ 9 و3 دقائق. لو ما بدت 9 و3 دقائق يعني عنده مشكلة أو عنده هذا. فنحن نعرف من رقم السيارة كم هو مفروض الساعة كم يبدأ. شفتي كيف نحسب الوقت؟ وليس إنه نحن نراقب كل سيارة لحالها. خلاص سيارة رقم 1 حتى لو ما شفناكي بدت 9 هنا وغلقت هنا 9 و25 دقيقة، يعني سوت المرحلة ب25 دقيقة. اللي بعده سواها 29 مظبوط؟ لا 25 28 قصدي، 3 دقائق فرق. طب إذا جابها ب 29 يعني متأخر عنك دقيقة، صح؟ خلاص كده نحسب الوقت. شفتي كيف؟ فهذا يتحسب كله عندنا عند المنظم، ونحسب مين أحسن واحد غلق على وقته. من الهوتيل للهوتيل. الفينش من هنا لهنا تقدر تدخلي أبدر. هنا أنت في وسط المرحلة لازم تجي أول ما تخلصي خلاص. أيه. ما في هنا early or late arrival. هنا when you arrive you just clock in. That's it. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. And for second liaison after finish to next hotel in Alula, we have long liaison 236 kilo, 37. And how many time we have? How many time organizer give to each competitor? 3 hours 45 minutes. Also, you can understand, you can stop and drink tea. Maybe you need to eat something. Maybe you can change tire if you need. Yes, you have time for this distance. But co-driver must check every time and not lost time, not lost road.
Abdurrahman, please print this document and distribute it to everybody. So tonight they can have a look at it very closely. And if anybody has a question tomorrow, tomorrow is the time to talk to us about it.
Yes, okay. Yes. But sometimes I see in the championship also, driver don't understand these pages. Sometimes, not all, but who is not very professional. And also if I say, okay, tomorrow morning we have long liaison, we have refueling in this kilo, we have this time, and I see, but he don't understand me. But I say, okay, no problem, don't scare it. Relax, I can help you. And step by step, I help him. But it's a little bit, sometimes it's difficult, but better if co-driver and driver understand all information. Okay, giving back to another presentation. Yeah, okay, we come to start. And now is very serious. Why? But we drive, follow road book, and co-driver must be understand lexicon, and driver must be understand what co-driver tell to him. Yep.
دحين هذا البرزنتيشن we'll share it. يعني حنديكم العرض هذا. لازم تقرأوا عندك هنا في كل واحدة ايش هدفها، وهنا مكتوبة كتابة ايش معناتها او ايش تدل لك. هنا مثلا الرود بوك البيج نمبر، هنا شايف هنا اسم السباق وهكذا. هذه المعلومات مرة مهمة، لأنه هذا برضو المفتاح حقت كيف توصلي أنت من نقطة لنقطة. إذا ما أنت فاهمة كيف تقرأ الرود بوك ما حتوصلي. مفهوم؟ فده مرة مهم أنك أنت تقرأيه. Did you explain this briefly or not yet today?
This is no need.
All yours.
Yeah. Okay. And in this page you can see only about information what in the page. Where is the distance from start, which waypoint, picture, and where we stay now. Now we stay in the start of stage. How is looking? Red circle and the black flag. Next. About waypoints, maybe we can say a little bit after. Next. Next. Okay, this one. All the co-driver have this? No? Okay, this is lexicon of road book. Please print and reading. But now if we reading all this picture, we lose many time. But you must be understand. You must, like co-driver, must be understand what you read in road book. What this would mean this picture, what mean this picture, and how you can say to driver. And the driver must be understand you what you mean if you read in this picture. Please print. You can keep from regulation and remember. A little bit back. Yep. No, back. Waypoint and the stage, inside on the stage. We have waypoints, many waypoints. For what? But cross-country rally or rally raid is a race for between points. If you drive very fast and lost many points, you can't win. It is like navigation in the desert and keeping waypoint. Sometimes waypoint have not sometimes, all waypoint have a name, VPE, VPN, VPM, VPS, and more. All the marshal zone have a waypoint. If you're coming and near from hotel to begin of road section, liaison is a waypoint. You must be touch this waypoint. If we can show in this picture here. Next time control before start is a waypoint. Start also is a waypoint.
شايفين هذه النقاط اللي حطيتها؟ These are waypoints.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you come, this rally is all about collecting the waypoints. Because every time you collect a waypoint, we know that you are there. Why? Because we have a tracker on your car and we see where you're going. So if you go here, I can see that you're not on the rally route on my screen. When I'm on HU, I can see all the cars. So, for instance, this point is 100. 100. The value, 100. For example, I'm just saying example. 100. 100. Okay? So, you start and you read your road book and you come to this, automatically you collect 100. You go continue, even if you go like this or like this, no problem, but you should come to here and collect another 100. For instance, you came like this, and you will not go out of the rally, but you will miss 100. مفهوم?
Yep.
And then you come and continue and you collect 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 500 points you collected. Clear? So the rally is not against time. The rally is against collecting the waypoints. That's why you really need to understand how the road book works, and you have a list of waypoints that you have to go through. Clear? Please, if you have any questions, ask now, if it's not clear.
Or tomorrow in the practice.
Or tomorrow.
Yeah. And also...
So today, we will distribute all the documents here that you've seen, so you can have a look at it tomorrow, tonight, and tomorrow when you have any questions, we will answer. Okay? What?
Yep. Yes, in the road book, yeah. Please, yeah, here. Here, this is waypoints and number of waypoints. Yes, now here we have S waypoint, VPS, safety waypoint. In here on the start. And number of this point is 16. But before maybe it is very long liaison and we have 15 points on liaison also. If you lost point on liaison, not only the stage, you can give it also penalty. It's very serious.
Yeah.
Not right. Only S.
And this is the number of the waypoint, because the waypoints, for instance, are 5 here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This number will be here.
Yeah. Is we have a first point exactly in the start. Okay, here you can see is point number 1. If you see in the road book is 16, okay, you understand. In the road section, you have 15 points. First, near from hotel or service park, and the 14, on liaison in rock section. It's very important, but sometimes points stay in the U-turns, points stay in the place where you must be keep to right, maybe you must be turn to left. Also points stay. Yeah. Yes. And then you come to this start, you can see 16 points. Okay, you calculate 16 points. Cooperate, yeah. It's okay. If not all, maybe you lost some. Okay, next page. Yeah, here, back, yeah. Here you can see how it's looking the point. S is red, C is yellow, M is blue. This navigation is maybe modification sometimes, and also. And about waypoint, you can see here also, waypoints number. Eclipse VPE. Open maybe before 100 kilo, maybe 15 kilo, maybe 10 kilo, maybe 400. Anyway, if you touch point before this one, and this point is open, you can see very far. Visible point is the same like E, VPV, but sometimes not use it, but very serious, and the road and the stage, these 3 points. VPM opened before 800 meters, and you can see arrow after we can in these devices.
هنا هذا الموضوع، هذا الواي بوينت في حوالي متى تفتح معك لما تيجي جنبها بالسيارة. كل واي بوينت لها مساحة أو يعني مسافة. radius. The radius من هنا لهنا هذا مثلا what is it the first one? How many? The radius?
VPM masked waypoint. It's only 800. 800 before point, yes. But all the crew driving follow road book, and if you see in this device in the Stella, open the arrow, you can come inside. You're going inside in this radius 800 meter.
800 متر حتبان يعني انت في الراديوس اللي حوالين 800 متر.
Yeah.
اوكي تفتح معاكي على طول.
If you come near from center of this point touch close, and you can see very high noise like beep, but you touch waypoint, everything is okay. You can follow to next point, follow road book. Next one, VPC.
Sorry, one second. Yeah. Online question. What is the question?
Online questions, okay.
Huh? Okay.
But now is maybe is difficult, but if one time understanding is very easy for driving. It's okay.
Rachel?
The question, the question was just the open radius and the validation radius. Do we need to learn them off by heart, or would we be able to have this sheet with us to know the open radius and the validation radius of the waypoints?
Can you repeat the question, but speak slowly because your voice is not very clear. Please, again, sorry, Rachel.
The open radius and validation radius of the waypoints, the way it's different meters. Do we have a sheet with us to say this, or would we need to learn them off by heart, the different radiuses for the different waypoints?
Here you can see open radius and validation radius. Open radius, we show now, is this distance between this radius and the point, in the middle of point. Validation, and this radius where point in your device in the Stella be close. What I mean, if you come to VPM 800 meters before point, you can see arrow, the compass, and you go exactly to this point. Before 90 meters of center of point, this device tell you like noise, but you are touch waypoint, you keep waypoint, or maybe touch waypoint, and compass with arrow is close, only before 90 meters. You can see also here VPS with red, security waypoint. Sometimes I say to driver is not security, I say is short point, small point. What I mean, but this point open before 1 kilometers, you can see here, and the close only before 30 meters. 30 is very small radius, and if you drive 31 meters before the point, you don't touch the point. You must be turned around and keep this point. It's very small point. Sometimes it's for safety. Clean? No? Okay, I can show here. Maybe, yes. And repeat. Here is a center of point. Maybe here in the point we have 90 right. We must be turned right. Point stay here in this position. If this point is VPS, radius of validation is very small, only 30 meters. Oh, sorry. You come from here. Where is the point open? What I mean open, you can see arrow. It is 1 kilo before this point, 1,000 meters. If this point is VPS, you drive, follow this road. You can come inside in this radius 1 kilo. Arrow is open. You come to this point, and if you cut here, you don't touch the point. Arrow can turning to left and show you back, going back. You must be going back. If you drive exactly for our road book and 30 meters before point, arrow is close. You can listen beep. You touch the point. Now you must be turned. Only now.
Each time you touch the waypoint, the machine will beep.
Yeah.
Very, very high. Very high sound.
Sometimes we listen today on the road section.
I think the question was whether there was going to be a list of these, or they would have to refer to everyone individually.
Point by point.
On the day of the event, no, there will be a list of waypoints. Yes,
we have waypoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will be able to calculate from that list of waypoints which distances are represented by those.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And if we're coming to another point, maybe is VPM, this point. VPM. This radius is a little bit smaller, is only 800 meters. And the point close, you can see how many? 90. Yeah? Yeah. 90. If you come to VPM, this radius is a little bit bigger. And the same style. You go follow road book, you see where is waypoint, waypoint is open, you come to waypoint, before 90 meters, you listen the beep, arrows close, you can turn to right, left, or maybe going more to front of you. Okay, and VPC, control waypoint. This waypoint is sometimes very difficult. Why? But in this device, in the Stella, arrows not open before 800, not open before 1000. This open only before 300 meters to waypoint. It's also, if it's a difficult desert, it is difficult for touch this waypoint. It's very, very attention, and exactly you must be following your road books and check direction. And this one is really very difficult. Tomorrow we have this waypoint and road book, we can training, we can practice. What I mean about VPC, only for reminding, VPC, only 300 meters here, and arrows not open before. Only if you go inside in this radius, arrows can open. But sometimes it's not easy, but it's okay. And please don't scare it. Tomorrow we have a practice. We can remind all the questions. We close all the questions. And I hope everybody can ready to start. Okay, next page. This lexicon about dangerous. If you see in road book, dangerous 1, danger 2, danger 3. Sometimes people say caution. Sometimes people say only caution 1, caution 2, or dangers 3. What mean organizer? Everybody drive in the normal standard car, not on the race car. And sometimes caution 1 is very dangerous for car. If you see this signal, please be careful. And driving a little bit slowly, but you can really broken the car. In the race car, I understand what mean organizer if I see danger 1, danger 2, danger 3, and how I can drive. Maybe for some cars, danger 1 and danger 2 is nothing. We a little bit to push brake, maybe don't push brake, we can see is the ditches is nothing, and drive and push gas. For a standard car, all of these dangers is really danger. This is too much danger. You can damage car here if you see danger 3.
Basically, when you see caution, 1, just slow down to nearly, يعني standstill, nearly.
Yeah. Don't do it exam for your car.
Caution 2 and 3, stop. Just stop. Look where you're going and then go slowly as you can see.
Yeah, right. Next. More. Okay. In road book, we can see the picture. And this picture is information on which road and what you must do in this road. Now we can see this is turn to right. Or turn right. And sometimes people use this style, 90 right. What do you mean? What do you mean? 90 degree to right. Same, 90 degree in left. Sometimes people use like watch style. You can see here. This is 9, 3, 2, 10. Also is the same. Driver and co-driver must be understand inside in the car. If co-driver says something and driver don't understand him, how he can drive? Sometimes people use it not 3, maybe 4, left 4, right 4. It is up to you. How you want.
هنا اللي قلته أنا قبل فترة إنه لازم السائق والملاحة يكون عندهم سينرجي أو يكون عندهم تفاهم مع بعض عشان السائق وهي بتسوق والملاحة وهي بتشوف الرود بوك مش كل مرة حيقدروا يطلوا في بعض ويشرحوا لبعض باستفاضة. أنت جحين جاية في الطريق ماشية على سرعة معينة جاتك لفة زي هذه إيش حتقولي لها؟ لازم تقولي لها مثلا نحن نقول في السباقات فورك ليفت فورك لأنه هذه زي الفورك شايف؟ It's like a fork. Fork left. هنا 10 90 right مثلا 90 اللي هو الانجل حقت الرحله فهذه expressions انا اقولها 90 ولا انا اقول مثلا وانا يعني بالطياره مع الكابتن حقت الهليكوبتر وانا مثلا في رالي دكار ولا في رالي فالكابتن الشفره اللي بيني وبينه أقول له on your 11 o'clock. يقول لي where is the car؟ لأنه ما يقدر يشوف، بيسوق هنا وأنا جالس في الناحية الثانية، فأنا أقدر أشوف اللي هنا، فأقول له 11 o'clock. على طول يفهم وين 11 o'clock، لأن هي هنا تقريبا 11 o'clock here. 3 o'clock الساعة 3 فين حتكون؟ هنا. الساعة 9 وهكذا، حسب أنتوا إيش تتفاهموا داخل السيارة.
Please give it back, clock. Yeah, and the same style, if a waypoint is open, you drive, follow road book, and in the Stella you can see arrow. How driver can understand where is the waypoint? If you say in the 10 o'clock, driver can understand, okay, in this side, he must be a little bit turned to left. If you tell him 300, waypoint in 2 o'clock, okay, where is waypoint? Little bit on right, you must be turned on right. In the professional crew, if we're coming to dunes and waypoint open before 1 kilo, if I say 800 to waypoint and driver can see very, very big dunes, he must be understand. He follow him in the head, follow him line. Where is the point? Okay, in 1 o'clock, 600 meters to
don't
point.
make them scared.
Yep.
You will never see this in this rally, huh?
Yeah, I know. But why? What I mean?
This is a rally that you have a road in front of you and no dunes, okay?
Yes. But why I speak about this? Driver must be understand exactly how many meters to waypoint and where is waypoint, and 11, 10, or street of you. Yeah. Okay, next one. And next? No, this no need. Next one. Yeah. Yes, about this. If you see this picture, you can tell after maybe 500 meters, maybe 5 or 300 meters, you must be keep left. Okay, it's this first one. Second one, Y left, also is okay. Forg left, also. Left 2 is the same. But it's a style only for your crew. How your pilot understand you. What do you mean? Many years I use it fork left. Then I come to T1, we're driving very fast, 1 kilo, maybe 15 seconds for us. Sometimes I say fork left, but my pilot understand me for left and push too much brake. But for him, for left is 90 degree. And we change style. After I don't say I don't say fork. I tell him only keep left, keep right. If I see this one picture, from here. If I see 90 degree, I told him left 4. If right 4. This is our style. Okay, understand? Next one. Okay, this picture from road book. Also tomorrow, all who sit here can see. And this one, and why this? Yes, why is this blue? I understand, and we understand, but waypoint must stay here, exactly in this turn. And VPM open 800 meters before this position, before this picture. And we're going inside, and before 90 meters, this point is closed. After we see this turning, maybe we can see a little bit early, it's no problem. And if we touch this point, we can listen the noise and the turn to right. Also, how I can say to my driver about this picture. Sometimes I can see T right, second one, T right 5. Maybe I can say him T right, or maybe T turn to right 4 o'clock, more than 90 degree. It is also up to your crew, how driver understand you. Blue one is VPM, waypoint mask. Yes, if you can see here, VPM, open before 800 meters before this turn, and the arrows and beep before 90 meters before this turn. And the crew can understand, okay, we touch this point, we are here now in this position, everything is okay. Now we go to next point. Yep. It's just for your attention, but if you drive many times, you can see 65 kilo from start. You can come to this position maybe after 1 hour 10 minutes, maybe 1 hour 20 minutes. And it's only for co-driver. But if you are tired, or if we don't have here color, maybe you can lost this position. Maybe you can forget about this waypoint. And you can see here, you can drive here, and you can see in this road another car. You can forget about point and follow him. Maybe you can cut here in the road and lose this point. It's just only for your attention.
You see this line? It's very important for the co-driver to know that he finished this. So you need to always, when you have a road book on your hand, another pen on the other hand. Why? Because when you finish this, you cross it. If you don't cross it, you will get lost.
Yes, you can get lost. Yes,
you can.
right.
Yeah. So cross it so you know you heard the beep. When you hear the beep, cross it. You know what I mean? So you know that, خلاص, if you're confused, well, something happened, and you went off the tire, out of the car to change the tire. When you come back, if you don't have crossed, you would not know where you are.
Yeah.
Very important.
And how this small device also can help us. And each point, maybe we can see now, we turn in here, and we go to next point. Next point after 7 kilo and 500, 757, yeah? And maybe we lost the road between this position and this picture and this picture. First, how you can understand? Yeah.
سؤال online. What's this? What is this question? Huh? Lolita, what is your question online, Lolita?
My question is, there is a cap which is yellow color in that road book instruction. So how do you read that cap when you are taking the T right?
Thank you for your questions, but you a little bit fast giving me these questions, but after maybe half a minute, I say about this one. Okay, how we can understand where we are? We come to this point.
So Lolita, we'll come to that point in a minute, and he will explain it in details. But we'll continue now, and we'll get to your point in a minute.
Yeah. First, we can see this point is 16, this 17, okay. But sometimes I don't see here. I only working with this one. And then if we touch with this point, we come in exactly to this point, and we listen to the beep, we can see this total distance. And total distance in the Stella, in this screen, is corrected. Maybe before you're a little bit lost. Maybe you're coming to this point and you can see you have here 66 kilo. But point is open, okay, you come to this point. Then you touch this point, this total corrected.
So let me explain from English Russian to English normal.
Okay.
This, ladies, this is the total distance from the start where you started either the road section or the stage. Always, this is the total distance. This is the section from here to here.
And this
this one
from here to here.
Sorry, this one from here from the previous one. So this no لا هذا كان بين النقطة اللي قبلها. خلينا نتكلم على هذا مثلا الآن. يقول لك من هنا النقطة هذه، شايف النقطة دي؟ شفت الارو سوري النقطة المدورة إلى النقطة المدورة هذه is 7 kilometers and 57 meters. This one is from where you started. Total.
Total, yeah.
Okay, so always the small box is the distance from this point to this point in the road book.
Yeah.
And this is the total. What he's saying, this is a very smart equipment. When you come to this waypoint, it usually will beep and will automatically give you the distance here again. Why? Because you might have got lost a little bit, and have more trip on your watch. So this will automatically bring you back to reset the total distance. Correct?
Yeah. Yes, right. Sorry for my English. I know I speak not well.
Next.
Yeah. Next. Also about questions, Lolita, about this yellow, yeah?
Lolita, this is the answer.
Yeah. Then we're turning here. Maybe we can see many roads. Like here, this is also very important, this information. If we come to this point, okay, we listen to noise, we see this total distance corrected, okay. But after, what information we see here, if you turn in left, your direction or cup is a 79. And how you can see here also, these devices show you. And 79 is direction. After, this road is twisty. And many crossroads. Maybe after this turn, there's many crossroads. And stones. Yeah, but also maybe you turn into left and you can see here is a road, here is a road, here is a road. How you can understand which road exactly for you? Yes. If you stay exactly on the road, you can see direction or cups is 78, 79, 80 maximum, but exactly 79. Also, how you can say to pilot, better if you say not 79. How is it? This 60?
80.
Yeah. Better if you say number, not 79, not 226. Number by number, 226, 7, 9. Okay. And a little bit pause, 7, 9, 2, 2, 6. But also driver can understand. Maybe you have also compass for help.
Lolita, is this a good answer for you? Did you understand the answer?
Yes, that is good. Only a follow-up point to ask is, when you say that we have to take a T right or a T left, the 79 should match at the point or after you turn?
There's a direction after point. You
after
coming
the point.
From in the picture, you're coming from down to up. Picture, this one first, this one second. But you're coming from here, you turn to left, and after then you left, turn to left. You can see road, and this is direction. This road must be going exactly for this direction.
So, briefly, after you make the turn, you look for cap 7, 9.
Yeah.
Is that clear?
Before you don't need, but before is waypoint is open, and Stella have an arrow and help you and show you where is the point. You're coming to waypoint, and this direction after you turning.
So the direction is after you turn.
Yeah. Okay. About direction, we can see after maybe. Yeah. And here, you can. This is a little bit to help. Yeah. All. Sometimes change. You see direction, you see distance, you see cup. And you must be look at everywhere before the front of your car. After back, distance, cup, total distance, where is waypoint, road book, also to road, and the back. And repeat and repeat and repeat. Exactly, and each time you must be understanding where are you. If you crossing this picture in road book, and you're going to this point, how you can understand where are you? You see total. This I keep it, I go into this. Okay. It's very easy. Okay, next one. Okay, about position. How you understand your driver. But now we understand this information not for driver, is only for co-driver. This information sometimes for driver. Why? But if I say, if we keep it this, touch this picture and we're going to next one, what can I say about this? First one, 600. Sometimes I don't need to say exactly how much is it, 66 meters, no, 600, 700, okay. What next? speed limit zone. This is it, you can see. Also, if we have 600 waypoints open between this and this picture, you can see arrow. After you can see how many meters before this waypoint. Also, Stella can help you. You're coming, and each 100 meters you tell 500 speed limit zone, 400, 300, 200 speed limit zone, and repeat how much? 6, 0. Also, number. 100 before speed limit zone, driver must push brake, and driving 58, 59 kilometers per hour maximum. If you over speeding, it's a penalty.
فهمنا ايش النقطة دي؟ مرة مهمة. Everybody understand it? Okay, we'll repeat in normal English. He's saying, this is the 600 meters, 660 meters, but you say 600 from this point to this point. And in this point, there is a speed limit of 60. So the driver should say to the, so co-driver should say to the driver, in 600 meters, there is a speed zone. Okay? And count down for the driver. So the driver understand when to brake or when to slow down and come to the 89 or 88, 58 or 60 speed limit. So 500, 400, 300, until he goes to 100, and then the driver starts to slow down to come to the speed limit. Clear? مفهوم دحين؟
Okay.
Clear? يلا.
Okay. Then you come to this point. Also, all information here is as waypoint. Also, you can see is as waypoint. How you understand? You have two circles here and here. Is as waypoint. Okay. How you understand? Also, you can see arrow in the stella, and you can see how many meters before this point now. Next time, next step, you must be say, okay, in the waypoint, all on the waypoint, you can see here, speed zone, and keep left. After, hole. This one is hole. Maybe here is danger 1, danger 2, but now it's hole. And tarmac road, keep right, or maybe on right. Step by step. If you tell to driver all information about this picture very, very early, before maybe 1 kilo, maybe 1,000 meters, he forget. If you tell him before 500 meters and don't repeat, maybe he can also forget. And step by step, okay, first one, distance, second one, keep left, hole, and keep right on the tarmac road, step by step. It's clean, okay? I hope.
شايف الوجيه بدأت تنام كده يعني ايش؟ كله كده تحتاج قهوة.
Okay.
How long shall we take a break? Because I feel that they are not concentrating anymore, and it's better if they take a break and we come back.
Okay, we can close this one and they
Okay, so we close this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically هو بيشرح الصورة هذه للسائق، ولازم يشرح له هي بشويش على أساس السائق يقدر يستوعب. فمثلا دائما هو هنا بيقول له مثلا can you put scroll down more yes هنا next zone هنا شفتي after 2 kilometers. يعني هنا بعد ما تغلقوا من هنا حيجي يقول لك بعد 2 كيلو وتسكتي تخليها لما تيجي قبل ما يغلق ال 2 كيلو بمثلا 300 متر. شايفه تسكتي فتره طويله، انت شايفه العداد قدامك اللي هو حقه المسافات، تقولي له keep right between mountains and why يعني keep right why right. فانت تشرحي له هنا بالضبط ايش اللي يصير، انه نيجي في لفه طويله بين الجبال وحتيجي عند مفرق خليك يمين. clear? That's it. Yeah. Stay on tarmac road برضو يقول لك هنا خليك على الشارع الاسفلتي مثلا. هو الشرح حسب اللي موجود في الرود بوك.
Okay, and also how you must be reading. First questions, how much? If you see this picture. And we touch this point, how much? 2 kilo. Okay, next one, what? You see picture and tell to driver what we have. Keep right on tarmac road, all information. And maybe you have notes here. It's also sometimes is very serious. You must be reading these notes in this quadrant. And after more, like this, from left to right and down, left to right and down, step by step. Okay? No questions? Okay, now I have do a little bit break. Yeah, break. Thank you. See you after a few minutes. How many? 5, 10, 15?
لا 15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay.
1-5 أنا براقبكم.
No 5-0. 1-5.
And starting stopwatch now. يلا بعد 15 دقيقة كله يرجع.
This is a test.
This is a test. لا اديله هذا عشان لا ينسى.
So I'm just going to try and sort it out briefly before we start. That doesn't look right either. That one goes that way. Okay. So, one of the things that you're definitely going to have to do at some point, I am fairly certain, is change a wheel. Now, we spoke earlier about getting some sticky tape and marking your jacking points on the car. Try and find a car that looks like yours if you haven't actually got your car yet, and then mark the position so that when you have a wheel to change, by having a little bit of tape somewhere here or wherever it is, you know roughly where to place the jack in order to lift the car, okay? So there's a procedure for doing this, and you must do it in the correct order. First of all, remove all of the equipment that you will need from the back of the car. So the spare wheel you must remove, the jack you must remove here, and the jack handle you must remove and assemble, and you need the wheel brace. before you jack the car up, loosen the wheel nuts. And all we're doing is loosening them. The idea is to loosen them a bit. Right, loosen them enough so that they're no longer tight. They're free to move. But do not take them off yet. We better fast back up. Okay? So don't take them off yet. Bring the spare wheel round to the place that you're going to need it. Check for your jacking point, okay? And for the purposes of just giving you an explanation, I'm just going to use this bit of sponge just now. Right. So you'll have a board, okay? And that board will be thick, might be a little bit bigger than that. That goes down first under the jacking point. Because if you look at the jack, most vehicles will have a jack which is like this, or maybe a scissor. But it's a very small area. So in sand, if I put this just down into the sand, that's going to go in very quickly, okay? If I have a bigger board and a bigger footprint, I can secure that jack in a more solid way, okay? So it's very simple. We just use a jack board and the jack underneath the car. Position it and wind the jack up until it is touching the car, all right? Now this is where the changes occur. If the car is in rock, then you will have to jack the car up. If the car is in sand, you may not have to do as much work. But the first thing you do is place the spare wheel under the car next to the jack. All right? And the reason you do that is that if the jack fails when the weight of the car is taken, then the car is not going to fall on the axle because it will fall onto the wheel. So you still have room to put the jack up. So we got that? Position the jack, and before you lift the car, put the spare wheel under to support the car. All right? In case something goes wrong with the jack. If you are in rock, you will then use the jack handle by hooking it in here and winding it to get the jack to come up, okay? And this is multiple pieces. It's very simple, but you use that to wind the jack up. When the car is lifted, you then take off the wheel nuts. You remove them completely. Remove the wheel nuts. Use your gloves because they will be hot. Remove the wheel nuts completely and keep them safe. If you drop them in the sand, you will never find them again. All right? So keep them safe. Then carefully remove the wheel if the car is jacked up in rock. If you are in sand, jack the car up until you have taken the weight of the car, and then dig carefully underneath the wheel until you have freed the wheel, and then you can take the wheel off and put the new one on without having to lift the car all the distance. In sand, it saves a little bit of time. Got that? You understand why we're doing it? Yep. Okay, you had a question? You were pointing and doing that. I thought you had to say that. Okay, so that's how to change a wheel, just in case you didn't know. My advice, go practice. Get a car, doesn't matter what kind of car, just go and get a car and learn how to change a wheel if you've never done it. It will pay you dividends in the rally if you can save time. All right? It's very easy. Right, let's assume that you're not having a puncture, but you've managed to get the car stuck. Okay? First port of call, shovel. Remember what I said before about going out, walking around the car, looking to see where the advantage might be and using that advantage. So if the car is slightly nose up, You want to clear some sand from behind the tires and reverse out. If the car is so low that the sand is under the belly of the car and is taking the whole weight of the car, you have a lot of work to do, and that work has to be done because you have made a mistake, right? Most cars will lose their movement long before they're stuck. You're only really stuck if the belly of the car is no longer allowing the wheels any pressure on the ground. So as I said to you before, keep your ears open, and if you feel that the car is not making enough progress for the sound that it's making, stop and reverse out and find yourself another way through. All right? If you go in and you keep going and the car is getting slower and slower and noisier, all that's happening is the wheels are spinning. And if they're spinning and the car's not going forward, it's going down. And if it goes down, you're going to spend much longer with that. Clear? Absolutely. This is one you must learn. You must understand that because it's exhausting. Digging a car out completely. Exhausting. However, if the little bit of movement with the sand and selecting maybe low range and reversing out doesn't work, you then resort to sand ladders, right? Now, the sand ladder has teeth on the back to grip the sand.
Recording in progress.
And it has got teeth on the front to grip the tires. This will only work. This will only work if you are slow. Sorry, I've got this round the wrong way. It will only work if you do this slowly, okay? Because if you spin the wheels, all of these little plastic knobs will be burnt off and you will have no grip. So use the shovel to clear some space beneath the stuck tire, okay? Then, sorry, I'll give you that to hang on to for a second. Then place the sand ladder under the tire like that, okay? Do that on sides, all right? In this case, at the back. You can do it at the front as well. You can do it going forward with the front wheels. It depends on where you're going and what angle you're at and how you need to get out of it. And that also depends on the lie of the land, okay? So, when you've got both of those ladders in place, remember, all this is doing is giving you enough grip to bring the car out of the hole that it's in, okay? So you're driving out to come off the edge of the board, right? Which means you're now slowly on a place where you haven't spun the car down, okay? If you are lucky and you remove the board from the other side, which is now in the middle of the car, if you're lucky, you should be able to drive straight out without any more nonsense. If not, you will have to do several attempts at this, and if you have somebody helping you, you might use 2 pairs of sand ladders. But this is a really good thing to use, and it's a good resort to get used to, because the next resort is the rope. Now, at some point in all of this, you might think about reducing the tires further. But you remember what I said about reducing tires too much. You run the risk of them coming off. Okay? So use your tire pressure gauge. Do I need to show you how to use that? Yes? Okay. So here we are. This bit goes onto the valve here, okay? And if I press this button on the side, I can let air out of the tire, and I can see how much I've got. I can see how much I've got left looking here. And you keep doing that until you get the tire pressure that you want. Going below 20 is risky. All right? Just so that you know. If you then have to pump the tyre up, we're using the compressor, okay? And the little compressor is here. That just sits on the ground. This end goes on to the valve. So we just tie that on there. You keep going till it stops making a noise. You've got a gauge. The compressor goes there, and the two cables go round and onto the battery. Red to the red bit of the battery, black to the black bit of the battery. Yes? And then that pumps up, that will pump, and you can check the gauge, what pressure you're bringing back up to. Okay? You do an extension to that by using this. So this looks maybe a little short for getting to the battery, but if I extend this pipe using this, I can get all round the car. All right? Once you get the kit, when did they get the kit, Abdullah? Before, how far before the rally? Oh, it's his turn to be on the phone now. Right. When do they get the kit? How long before the rally? Huh? On registration. Right. Okay. So on registration, you've got some more work to do. Get practicing. Enough. 30 by 30, 40 by 40, doesn't matter. Plywood. About that size. That sponge can go back in the box because I stole it from there. Right, so once you've got the car out, just make sure you've got all your equipment. Get it all back into the car, and most importantly, re-secure it. It's got to be tightened away, okay? So the very last thing that should go away are the gloves, right? Now, last thing is what we talked about earlier with the shackles and the rope. So in this case, we have a strap. Do not, under any circumstances, bring a wire rope for any purpose at all. They are extraordinarily dangerous things and should not even be sold, never mind brought with you. Always use the strap that you've been given, and these straps are kinetic, right? So kinetic, by what I mean by kinetic is that they'll stretch a little bit. So if you're using this to pull another car out, use the strap taut and let the car do the work. If that doesn't work, use the kinetic energy stored in the rope. So you reverse the other car until the rope is slack, and then you pull the other car forward quickly, and it snaps the rope, and it's the kinetic energy that's stored in the rope when the rope stretches. When the rope contracts again, that's what pulls the car out. It's the contraction of the rope. I'll give you that back, thank you. Shackles, remember, all the way in, finger tight, and half a turn back. All right? When you're using towing eyes for the shackles, make sure that is properly locked, because if you're at an angled toe and it's not properly locked, that can come out. Okay? And then the rope goes through, and you have a tow. Any questions? Remember to put everything away. There's a place for everything in the car. It takes time. But it all has to go back safely and securely to keep you safe. Any question? Do we have any questions on this sort of stuff? Ask now, because tomorrow, when you need it, you'll be doing the work. Yeah, that's what tomorrow is about. If you get stuck or you have difficulties, we'll be there to guide you, but I am not shoveling. Abdullah's not ropes on, and none of us is changing wheels. We'll make sure you're safe, but you're going to have to work yourselves, because that's the only, isn't it? All right? That wasn't too bad. I said 15 minutes. I've taken 20. If there's no further questions, and Abdullah's finished with you for the day, I am, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Now, let's get this. That goes there.
With the radio. Abdurrahman, we have the radios in the cars tomorrow. Okay? So we'll be myself, Alexi, and Alex will be leading these 3 cars, and we will co-drive from there. Again, 9 o'clock, sharp, we'll be leaving from the hotel. So if you're in the hotel, you can come 15 minutes or 10 minutes before going out. If you're not in the hotel, please drive and come 15 minutes before the target time so we can all leave on time. Please respect the time, please. I cannot go how many times I say you need to really come on time, because this is what is all rally about. So tomorrow at 9, we will leave from the hotel to come to here using the road book. And as we said, this is a stage road book. All co-drivers should have a look at it and maybe try to understand what the information is there. We're not going to make it very complicated tomorrow. It's just a stage that gives you the feel of what's going on. And then if you have any questions, we will answer. Yep. Thank you very much, ladies. We will distribute this now. Again, it's 2 documents. One is the road book, and the other one is the road book for the liaison, and the other book is for the stage that we have around here. Now, yes, الوزعة. يعني كل فريق ياخذ too many people just relax. خلاص, it's okay. نعم Yeah, but هنا, what is this now?
This is one stage.
Okay. This is what? Stage. This is no 2. دحين تمر عليك واحدة تانية. Yes. كل فريق, every team must have 2 road books. One said liaison, and the other one is stage. Huh? Yeah, I'm coming. Does everybody have one now? Or sorry, have a set. عندكم set واحد ليزون واحد. طيب. يلا بسرعة. بسرعة بسرعة بسرعة. لا اثنين، هم اثنين. كل واحد ياخذ اثنين. واحد ايش بكم بتسمعوني ولا لا يا جماعة؟ الا لا كل تيم ياخذ اثنين، واحد رايزون واحد ستيج. كل تيم. اوكي. خذي خليه معك. يلا. خذوا اثنين إذا تبغوا. خلي احتياط. طيب. Ladies, again, please, attention. Ladies, again, the road book, if you come tomorrow without the road book, you don't have a rally. You don't have anything to do. So please, co-drivers, have a look, mark your road books, and tomorrow, bring them with you at 9 o'clock. We want to all start from the hotel, everybody with his road book, okay? And again, sharp, 9 o'clock. We leave at the hotel. طيب. Thank you everybody for coming. I hope it was an informative. Thank you. I hope it was an informative session and that you can use the information to win Rally Jameel, inshallah, hopefully. Thank you very much all.